Welcome, boys, girls, and us to the very beginning of this year's Saikyosen Team Battle. For Game 1 today, Tips and I are on comms. It's a last-minute replacement, but welcome on in, Tips.
Thank you. I've got a beautiful face there.
Yes.
Unlike my usual thing.
Wait, hang on, no. Your usual face is beautiful. What do you mean?
Hello, everybody.
Yes, you are the one hosting the stream today, doing all that lovely behind-the-scenes stuff. We'll also be hearing from Nathanael, maybe correct later on. We'll have to find out. But let's introduce the Saikyosen Team Battle. We have 16 teams. Teams can be between 1 and 3 players in size. We'll have 7 sessions to cast you for the qualifier here, and each session teams play 5 games each. In previous leagues we've cast, they've been fixed. I believe we'll be seeing all the teams get shuffled around every game, so hopefully we'll get to see a lot of teams today. The prize for all players of the winning team is entry into the Saikyosen main event. But first, I'd like to thank the people who sponsor our stream in particular. You can see it on the screen right here. First up, let's talk about USPML, Sparrow's Nest, a New York Martial studio fully equipped with Slim Score, Ultima, and Rex3 order tables. We're also sponsored by WRC, the World Riichi Championship, the most prestigious international martial tournament in the world. It's held once every 3 years, the next of which will be in New York in 2028. And speaking of USPML and WRC, I'd like to talk about something that might be happening on, I believe, Saturday. The World Riichi League that we'll be casting live on this channel.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah, the Mixed Pro-Am League. Hopefully we'll be seeing a lot of WRPM pros playing in New York this weekend. And I suppose there's some other things we should talk about, right? With maybe certain collabs going on between WRC and M League, perhaps? That's right. The M League and World Riichi are doing a crossover for the 2026 US Tour. We've got a 2-day tournament in Las Vegas, June 26th, 28th, but also meetups in New York City afterwards. And we have 6 M Leaguers coming in. 7 if you count Yubi Otani, and I definitely do.
Same.
Along with Hiroshi Yamai, Jenn, and Ryo Hirano. A lot of names hopefully you will recognize. I recognize plenty. We've seen plenty in both the Fukushima Cup and in fact last season of the Saikyosen Team Battle. I definitely remember seeing all the faces here. I'm looking forward to seeing if perhaps we're going to see them in this season too. We'll have to find out.
That's right. Of course, you mentioned the this is the beginning of the season, so we have no standings to speak of so far.
Yes.
We're all zeros right now. All zeros right off the top.
So, I talked too much. Please introduce our players.
Our first player for the first game in the first dealer position is Tomomi Okubo of the JPML. She's here for 4 seasons Memorial and Rateru. In the south seat, we've got Yoshihiro Kodama, also from the JPML, representing Sunfaro. In the west seat, returning member Kotaro Tashiro from the JPML for Orfeu Company. And in the north seat, we've got Kotaro Takizawa from JPML, representing Team Real Partner. Woo. And
exactly, yeah. It's as you say, right? The scores are currently 0. This is game 1.
That's right. Just as a reminder, very simple format. Points do not matter. Only placement matters. You get 3 for a first, 2 for a second, 1 for a third, and 0 points for a fourth. So hopefully there's a no chombo and we'll not see any negative points on the board.
Yes, fingers crossed. I think it has happened, but not
right.
this season. Everyone will play perfectly. It'd be great.
Well, and we may actually have Jenn. So you guys might be in for a treat as we get into game number 1.
Everybody. The 2 types of outfits. We've got the 2 sports jackets, the 2 the 2 very smart shirts. You can see how everyone's really excited to play. So, first door will be the 8 of characters.
Not a bad door at all. Looks a little bit like a mountain. That's what I always say. Or a mustache. That's how I started memorizing them before I knew all the numbers.
Did we learn from the same guide? Because I definitely remember seeing that too when I was learning how to translate the numbers from 1 to 9.
All right, shuffling in through the door is Jenn. Hello, Jenn.
Hi.
Welcome on in.
Hello.
Welcome on in.
I'm so sorry. I thought that yeah, I couldn't tell what was happening.
It's
Good
all good.
morning.
You got in for the best part. We've done the intros now. It's time for the Mahjong.
Okay.
Yeah, looking at things right now. Honestly, Tashiro's got a pretty good start. Otherwise, everyone else is just sort of building very normal hands. The 8 of characters in Adila Okubo's hand is a little bit unfortunate because it is connected to a completed set. Would really prefer that 9 to be part of the 8-9 perhaps, but for now, not a big deal. Just have to pair it up. We'll draw a 7 or something like that. But no one quite there with a ready hand just yet. This is a very good draw though for Tashiro. Keeping the 8 acceptance, keeping the 4 just in case we do draw a 3 for a better shape. But otherwise, just hoping to get something good here. Or at least be the first person to Tenpai. Speaking of getting that pair, there it is. Very interesting decision there to get rid of the 1-3 shape, keep the floaters in the middle to try and find a better weight for the final Tenpai moment. We'll see if it pays off. If we draw the 2 man, it'll be very sad. There it is. Oh no! Oh, that would have been Tenpai. But alas, there are so many other ways to get to a nice final shape. Now, if we draw the 4, it's less likely to be an upgrade because we've discarded the 2. So having 3-4 would be a free 10 shape. But Tenpai first for Tashiro, 2-sided for all insight. And yeah, to be honest, even if we did get the 1-2-3, the Tenpai would have been waiting on would be either the 4-pin or the 5 of bamboo. So it would have been a bit tricky to make either way. 5-8 here though for Tashiro. I did undersell it. If we get the 8, I believe it is going to be a mixture sequence for an extra 1 hand. Always worth pointing that out. Even open, it's only 1 extra hand, but it's still nice to have, you know. Oh, wait, no, it's not actually. We're missing. We had 2 of the bamboo shapes. My apologies. But still, we'll be hoping to pull in the door if we can. Yeah, seeing a lot more aggression from Kodama makes sense. She has Dora too. And this will be a Tenpai, waiting on the 4 of bamboo. Maybe not the greatest weight in the world, but it is definitely ready to win. 1 away as well for Kodama. The problem with that hand, of course, is that the one time we'd had to discard when we get to Tenpai is going to be that Dora, which will deal in. Obviously, it's a Dora, so you're going to be a little bit more wary about that particular tile. But if Tenpai comes in, that's not it. But it's a much better 1 away now. Does give you a route to then potentially wait on the Dora, though, if you want to cut from the bamboo shape. Inefficient, but it means you have to play a Dora, which is safer.
It's like
for
a
sure.
temporary. Wait.
So what's going on in chat? Welcome on in, Dumangs. Yeah. it's not necessarily we're not fighting to death. Not least
I
not
didn't
literally
mute
anyway.
myself, did I?
No, I just thought I'd check chat.
I didn't have time to run and get a drink, but I heard a little small person. So
Oh, I see.
asked.
Yeah, we give up on that chance of the mixture sequence because honestly, we're probably not going to win on the 8 of characters anyway. It's probably more a play for just being ready. And much safer to play an 8 of bamboo rather than 5 of bamboo. One away now for Takizawa. At this point, just fighting for a ready hand, just to score that tempo payment. We talk about it all the time, especially in formats without red 5s. Just being ready to win oftentimes gets you more points than the hand would have worth otherwise.
Yeah, sometimes it can be worth it, just to not win at the end there, if you think no one else is senpai.
Exactly, yeah.
It's a bit risky, but it can be worth it.
It's a hard thing to judge, but when you need the points, I guess, sometimes that's just how it is. Looks like we're going to exhaustive draw this time, though, I believe. 3 players tempai. Unless I misread something. Which is still going to be plus 1,000 for them, minus 3,000 for the person who isn't tempai. 4,000 point swing relatively. Maybe I'm misjudging it. Oh no, it's not quite tempai. It's one away now for Kodama. My apologies. Gonna work it down once more. Playing from the outside in. Just to try and absolutely minimize that deal win rate. And the 4 would have dealt in, so definitely makes sense. The 7 is less likely to deal in most of the time. So yeah, 3 players tempai. Kodama 1 away. Unfortunately not quite there. Gonna be a 4,000 point swing relative to the other 3 players. Not the most exciting East one, but perhaps it's going to set the scene, right? Kodama's now got a 4,000 point gap to overcome. We'll have to see how that develops, but we'll see. The glory of combat. Sorry, I just having. To be fair, there's glory in Mahjong. It may be metaphorical combat, but it's you know. Let's not make it real combat though. That's that would be a nice friendly game above the table, you know. I will say I'm very interested in Okubo's hand. Potentially going for the Itsu. We'll have to see. It's one of those hands where when you got like the 1, 2, 3, 4, you're probably going to get rid of the 1 eventually. But what if you draw the 5 to 6 or the 9? Then you have decisions to make. If you don't draw them, then you just have to give up on it really pretty early. But 2 hand, if you can make it closed, that isn't it though. Useful though to have a pair, especially when your other potential pair candidate is probably just going to be a triplet of 5s. Definitely a world where you turn it into just 5-5, and then you've got the 4-5 left over though. That's the 5 I was talking about. Now we have decisions to make. Do we go for Itsu? Just need the 6 and the 9 to make that happen. 2 tiles.
So, but also keeping that sort of backup shape in case one of the tiles triples up. Reach is the priority.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, that pretty much guarantees Pinfu if we're, well, it doesn't guarantee, but it makes it a lot more likely. Lets us use the 5 for bamboo as a pair while also having the extra 5 be part of a sequence. Very nice. But yeah, if we do triple up either the 5 of bamboo or that 8 pin, we're going to reach. It's fine. You can do that. That's allowed. Gee, how many of the counting here? The other question is how many does Okubo see? Only the 1-9. And this is a sort of interesting decision, right? Because you could cut the 7 pin and try and go for the pure sequence instead of the Itsu. I'm going to continue on the Itsu path, though. Yeah, we are seeing a lot of the 6s and 9s in other players' hands and also now being played. I'll have to see if we end up giving up on that. There's 2 of the second 9 that's come out. So the third 9. Still have Pinfu as an option, eh? And still have the... Oh, now this is a choice. We could theoretically cut the 5. Yes, yeah, cut 7 pin first, and then have that lovely shape in bamboo. Probably eventually cutting the 5 to have a pinfu weight on the bamboo shirt side of things. Especially if you see some of those 9s get discarded. You're not going to make the Itsu anymore, probably, so makes a lot of sense to change tactics. And there's the 6. That's Tenpai, though. Got to choose whether we go for 5-so, 8-so, 8-pin. And that's what we're choosing. The other option would have been 3-6-so. We see a lot of the 3s and 6s already discarded, so trying to play around that absolutely makes sense. 1 away for Tashiro. Still a bit too far, I think, for Takizawa. And there's the 8, Ipatsu!
And that's why you keep that pair there instead of just going straight for the open-ended.
Yeah, exactly. Hello, Riichi Enjoyers, exactly. Welcome on in. Yeah, I think it's one of these things where I think you're right. When you're so far away, you sort of keep it as like a dream in the back of the mind. You expect that dream to turn into a nightmare. You expect to have to wake up from it at some point. But like at the very start of the hand, you just keep it in the back of the mind, you know?
You hedge for it, but don't aim for it.
Yeah. And Okubo rewarded not just with that win, but also now with opening 2 Dora and a pair of the Red Dragon. That's the kind of hand that just drives itself, because you want to get that Red Dragon called as soon as you can. Maybe even calling the Dora. Oh, wait, no, never mind. The Dora yet. That's on me. The person with the big exciting hand is actually Kodama right afterwards. And yeah, it's always good when you draw your tile yourself, right? It's always good. Get that the thing. I can be lucky. It can happen. But still, Atita here does have a chance. Like there was the other decisions maybe would be considered going for the half flash. I think the answer is no, because it's just a little bit too far away. But the option was there. We could always have cut the character tiles. We still can, right? We can't anymore. There was still a moment in time where the option was available. And this will be our first Tenpai. So reaching on the Dora 1 pin and the South. I could definitely see the South coming out. I don't think I could see the 1 pin coming out at this point in time, or in fact, ever. So we're going to have a fold here from Takizawa. I could see Okubo still trying to win this hand, though. At least 2 or 3 safe tiles. I root back into a Tenpai. Even have to take a step back to try and avoid the immediate danger. But speaking of, though, I think it's 3 tiles, though, right? There's 1 of the 1 pin, and there's still 2 Souths out there. So it's not a bad reach. For a pairway, at least. Question is, where are those 3 tiles? Yeah, a little bit unfortunate we cut the 3 earlier if we were going to attack this hand, but still plenty of ways to win for Tashiro. Speaking of, we're going to see the cut-on, because this is Tenpai for potential Sanshoku on the 5 of characters. That's not it. I got excited for a second there. Our new Dora will be the 2 of Bamboo, which is really hard for anyone to use with that kind of 3s. We've blocked away all potential 3s, so no one can have 3-4 anymore, because we know where all 4 of them are. Also, we've seen quite a few. Actually, no, we haven't seen any 2s discarded yet. But yes, Tenpai 4, all inside, with the potential mixed triple sequence 5, 6, 7 with all 3 suits if we get that 5. That's a good point. I don't think anyone's holding the. We do have 2. Obviously, we have got the two Bamboo here, but I think unfortunately for Takizawa, we're out of this hand. With 2 reaches on the table, being this far away, it's not worth taking the risk. Especially when you've got two people in Reach, because that's going to be two Aura flips. No need to get a bit crazy here just yet, at least. That's one of the Dora, though. I think it's going to shut down Okubo's hand as well. So it's now just going to be a battle between the two players in Reach. Nice.
Chi from Takizawa.
Someone's still not quite there yet, but I guess there is a path to a Tenpai. We were just talking about how good just being Tenpai is. But that is going to be a deal in here. Was it on the 5? It was on the 5, which means we get that Sanshoku as well for extra points. Did not flip any Uradora. Wait, no, hang on. The 5 was the 5 was flip. My bad. What did we win on? The 5 was Uradora, which does count. But when I do wish I had an action replay sometimes. I may just try and figure out how to do that. Like, just go like a 5-10 second delay so I can have a look at the actual winning hand. I think I must have had a Sanshoku though, right? Because, yeah, as you say, devastating. So we move on to East 2. Kodama has a bit of a gap to try and overcome. We'll see how they do it. Yeah, going to be calling relatively cheap. We've got a Dora. Maybe we've got the 3-4-5 mixture sequence for a little bit of extra value. But more importantly, it's Kodama's dealership. They're in last place. They just could play really aggressively and just try and keep winning. It makes a lot of sense to me, especially when you've got a pair of the dragons. Your hand's probably not going to be worth a lot unless you reach. And if you wait to reach, you're probably not going to be the first Tenpai. So being incredibly aggressive from the beginning. Potential routes, of course, could go for all triplets as well. You've got that Dora as well. You really want to hope. Like, keep your fingers crossed behind your back. Like, I could pair this up. I could have Dragon Dora 3. It could happen. But it hasn't happened yet. I think that is the plan, though. Based on the 3 discard. Do you have the 5-6-6, of course? But we'll have to see. That is another triplet, though, for our dealer Kodama. Okay, not going for triplets, but just going for a all inside hand. Oh no, sorry, just dragon only hand with the Dora. Confirming the 5-6 shape for that 2-sided weight. I can tell you who might be going for all triplets. And that would be Okubo to the left of Kodama. Because the hand also seems to be shaping it to be a flush. And if you can call and get 2 hand worth of Yaku, two different Yaku, why not? Still though, our dealer is the first person Tenpai, winning on the 7 of Bamboo. Maybe not the greatest weight. Speaking of Tenpai, I'm sorry, I misread that Tashiro was Tenpai this whole time, but now has Dora 2 and a ready hand. So we have the 7 of Bamboo here, and Tashiro is waiting on the South and the 5 man. 1 away as well for.
I think this is Tenpai as well.
Oh, you're right.
For the 8-9.
8-9.
Not the Dora size, which I think is why he took a second to think.
This is 1 away for 7 pairs. And we're going to keep it. Keep the triplet, though, for now, just in case. Also, the fact is that the 2 doesn't look that safe. We are going to have a win, though. The Uradora would be the 1 pin. So didn't hit it this time around, but Kodama just having maybe the worst day. At least the worst first game. Obviously, the players here will be playing 5 games today, so you can do badly in game 1. As long as you win games 2 and 3, right? It's not a problem. Imagine hedging 7 pairs in 2026. I feel like I'm being called out. And I don't like it. But yes. The immediate push-up in there, yeah. So we've had instant aggression from Takizawa, makes sense. this is another good point about this rule, because obviously there is only the position that matters, not score. What's the difference between a massive fourth and a small fourth? There's not much, right? You still score 0 points. So I'm hoping to see some very aggressive play from Kodama now. We've got an entire South round left to go, of course, so it's not super time to like be the most aggressive player in the room, but I could definitely see an argument for, hey, this hand is low odds but could win big. I want to just get it. We'll have to see. I will say, though, this is first player to Tenpai is going to be Takizawa, waiting on the 3 of darts. It's been discarded once already. We see one in Kodama's hand as well. So at best, it's 2 tiles. In fact, I think it is just 2 tiles, but Takizawa is ready to take away Tashiro's dealership. Speaking of Tashiro, just trying to either get that green dragon or find some value elsewhere. I think there's a good chance that it does end up getting played by Okubo, but Okubo seems to be mostly just not giving up, but taking a slower route for this hand. I actually think that Tashiro might not even call the green dragon if it gets played at this point, because Tashiro has no other pairs. Might be going for something I like to call pin foe. It's pin foe,
Yes,
but where
yes,
your
yes.
dragon pair is where your pair is on the tiles, so it doesn't actually count for pin fu. It's a fake. Wait, did you just upgrade that to a half flush for Takizawa? Very nice, very nice. Lost a Tenpai, but it's still one away for a much more valuable hand. Difference between 1 hand and 3 hand is huge. I think the may also win a Dora there, so it may have made it bumped up to Mangan. Another look. Yeah, absolutely. Takizawa managed to find a little value, even though we're not quite ready yet. We took a step back. But I think for that much value, it was worth it. The kind of thing that efficiency trainers will not teach you is when to take a step back. Having said that, though, have finally hit Tenpai, waiting on the 3 of bamboo. We do see 2 right here. I believe 1 in their own hand. So it's at best 1. I think it is just the 1. But there's still 1 tile out there, and half flush Dora with, I think, at least 1 Yakai. More than good enough. We could see the 3 come out from this hand as well, but I don't think it's going to happen, at least not yet. Maybe, though, if Kodama gets close to Tenpai, Kodama is behind. That's one thing to keep in mind. Let's check. Right, we had 6, 7. I think it might be because we see 3 of the 8s already discarded. I think that's the biggest thing in that particular situation. Because we see 3 of the 8s discarded, the 6, 7 weight is not quite as good as a 2, 4, 6. Even though it is technically, yeah, not in a vacuum it would be better, but I think, but because we see so many of the discards of that weight in this particular situation, we change our decisions. I think I have to go back and quickly check that situation at the time, but I figure that's the reason.
All right, 1 away now for Kodama.
Yeah, this could go to exhaustive draw, just because everyone is so close to Tenpai, but just no one's quite there yet. Or at least if someone is there, they're just not quite a good enough weight. There's our last 3 of bamboo, and it's going to be used, which means there are no left to draw for this monster hand. But the weight's just changed to 1, 4, 1, 4 of bamboo. Yeah, exactly. So saved, but there are no 1 of bamboos left. Also, I should probably mention that Kodama is good. My brain didn't process for a second that Kodama's actually secretly got a Dora 3 right now with those 1 of bamboos. It's not quite there yet, but huge amount of value. Should this hand get there? It's just gotta get a few more steps left. There's only a few more draws left, and sadly, there's so much value there, but it's just a little bit too slow, I think. We'll see. We'll see. Keeping my eye open. Everyone else is.
Swappy by Okubo.
Hmm.
I wonder if she wants to make it appear that she's Tenpai, so maybe someone else might not take Tenpai.
Honestly, I do think that, yeah, those kinds of mind games definitely have a place when you know the other players as well as I'm sure everyone here does. At least maybe by the end of the season. Oh, that's Tenpai!
That's why.
But it was refused because the red dragon was too dangerous. So, 3,000 points for Takizawa. Because that Tenpai was refused at the last minute. And that makes this quite interesting. Because now Takizawa is within 8,000 points of Tashiro. And then 8,000 points of first place means you can just get a Mangon on anyone. Get a Mangon to hand, and suddenly, if we ignore the fact that they're dealer, because obviously they're dealer, they get more points anyway. But it's still nice to be within that sort of radius of someone. Meanwhile, though, Okubo with two triplets and two pairs and triplet. Doesn't have to go all triplets, but definitely going to be something you think about when you open with those tiles. If you draw a second triplet, maybe you might think about that. Not going to be married to it, though. Going to just clear away the tiles that we don't want. We also have that pair of the door as well, which is very exciting for Okubo. So maybe just going all inside with the option of being able to pawn either of those pairs. Would be quite nice. Speaking of, there's the third 5-man Dora. Comes out though. Kodama is sneaking ahead. Every draw getting close to Tenpai so far. But if Kodama does reach this hand, I don't think it's going to stop Okubo. He had everything to fight for.
It's
With Dora 3.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like when I pull up that drawer 3 in the Hypai, it's all right, so how is this hand going to avoid getting to Tenpai? Like, not how am I going to avoid getting to Tenpai, but how is this hand going to actively fight me against getting to Tenpai?
That is paranoia and also sadly relatable. But like, this hand's too good to be true. I can't win this hand. Speaking of, though, it is Tenpai now, waiting on the 7 of bamboo. Gonna reach, insta reach. 4 recently passed. I don't think anyone's gonna be playing a 7 straight up, but you never know. Speaking
And
of a
my
few
hot
one
take
here.
is I like the Chasso, the 7 so weight better than the 3 so weight.
Oh, that is a hot take. One of these days we'll have to ask Tips, as Tips is still a member of the Sanzo Club.
What do you mean still a member?
I mean, I guess it's more like the
The
cult leader, right?
inventor of the
Yeah.
Sansa.
But we now have a reach battle. I think the 7 bamboo, I think there's only one tile left to win on. So Kodama is the one with the advantage right now. Have another look at the actual weight here. But it looked like a 2-sided weight, right? Yeah, 1/4 of characters for Pinfu Reach. There's one of our 4s. Okay, my count says 4 tiles. I think there's 3 1s, 1 4 left. One of the 4s is
Not
at the door
paranoid if it
indicator.
keeps happening. Thank you, dude.
I would like to claim self-fulfilling prophecy, but I don't know. It's a tough thing sometimes. Either way, though, the hand was sniped by, was it Tashiro or Takizawa, on that 8 of characters all inside weight. So maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe the hand was too good to be true. Nakubo couldn't win it because it was just too nice. Maybe you're right.
Thank you.
Maybe this is more evidence to
Like,
prove.
yes, this is not only evidence, this is data.
Yes.
Data.
Certain hands are just
Whatever,
not allowed to
however you would
win.
like to pronounce it, that's what it is.
It was a very good snipe though, right? Just getting to that Tenpai. even if the weight was bad, just being there ready to win, so that if the tile did come out, then you could just end the hand and maybe collect some Riichi sticks on top. But if it didn't work, you still can fold because you're not overly committed. You just got the Tenpai Dharma. You've not reached. Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Really well played. And Tashiro's now got a much better lead. As I say, 8,000 points was the cushion that makes you a little bit uncomfortable. 10,000 points is a bit better, but it's not quite that far away from Okubo, but we'll see. Either way, though, Okubo is our new dealer for South 1. And already 2 away with really good shapes. Speaking of 2 away, not still 3. But yes, Tashiro's hand is also very solid. Let's go do a bit of searching for the door. I don't think we see anyone with the door 9 of dots right now, which means that if anyone does draw one, it's not going to fit into their hand. It's also going to be a little bit scary to play. So we'll have to see how things end up developing. Who's going to be the first person to draw the door? In the meantime, though, Takizawa getting even more upgrades. And even here for Okubo, that triplet of the 5 of dots adds so much flexibility to this hand's weight because we can find a pair anywhere we like. We can also just draw the 4 and have the 3, 4, 5 and the 5 being our last pair. There are so many ways that hand can now develop. It's great. Still 2 away, though. It's just a really, really nice 2 away. And that's just kind of sort of stalling out here, unfortunately. Yeah, we do have acceptance for the Dora for Kodama. And absolutely, if the Dora does come into hand, it will be used. It's also why we're keeping the 8 of dots here as well, in Tashiro's hand as well. It's the what ifs, right? The things that are oh, well, here's our first Dora draw, and it is not a player who can even remotely use it, so just has to go out straight away. And that it does. I'd like to call that a little bit of an underrated shape, I think, in Kodama's hand. When we come back around, did you see that 577899? It's a 579 hidden inside a 789. Oftentimes, you might want to get rid of the 5 or something like that, or in a shape like that, because you're like, oh yeah, it's just 77899. No, very
It's
easy to
double
miss
goody.
out. Yes,
Double
exactly.
goody.
But yeah, it's definitely something I've seen beginners do. Sort of, because you group all the tiles together, you don't quite see the shapes inside other shapes. It's tricky sometimes. This hand is already over, though. It was unfortunately ended quite quickly by Takizawa, not for a lot of points, but again, we're talking about that 10,000 point gap. Takizawa approaching first place. Now, a Mangan Sumo with an extra Riichi stick is enough for Takizawa to take first place. It's not going to be easy to do, but it's now possible. As we go into South 2, Kodama, our dealer. This is Kodama's real last chance to try and make a comeback here, so I'm going to be expecting a lot of aggression. I'm going to be expecting probably, if we don't see value in the hand, just speed. Just trying to call whatever we can. Just whatever. I don't care what the hand value is, as long as I'm the one winning it. This is sometimes the mentality you've got to take.
I mean, there's defensive wins as well, right?
Yeah, that's true. But also, when you're in last place and you've got no dealerships left, sometimes maybe this is bad play on my part. Maybe I'm the problem, but I end up playing far too aggressively because I know that if I don't win, I've sort of lost my chance, as it were. But we'll see. We'll see. Quick question, Jenny. Are you seeing what I'm seeing as well?
I will be now. All the screens are ready. Sorry.
Okay, so sorry.
I
It's
was
just
trying to do both at the same time, but
the,
anyway,
the,
all the
the
screens said 2025, and now they say 2026. So, but now I'm seeing everything.
oh, I see. Okay. Sorry, I had a little bit of a blip on the on my end on the screen. Sorry, it's fixed. It's fixed now. It's all good. We're good. We're good.
Oh, okay, okay. So I was not seeing what you were saying.
Okay, good.
I'd like to revise my answer.
There's
I
a
thought
little
you were
bit.
talking about mahjong hands. And,
Yes. No, my apologies. I couldn't see anything for a little bit. But anyway, we're back.
alright, okay, we're back.
We have a decision to
This is
make. Do we
yeah,
believe
too
in
many
the one,
blocks.
two, three Sanshoku? I don't think I would in that situation, but then I guess Takizawa does need that manga, as I was saying earlier, so it makes sense to try and go for the value if it's available. One away for Tashiro though. That's a pinfu if we get the right tile. Kubo maybe going for 7 pairs, but probably just trying to get any kind of tateniu. The problem with attacking like this for a Kubo is oftentimes it means you end up having no safe tiles when you've got nothing but like 3 to 7 in the hand. Which isn't a problem if you win first. As you were saying, defensive wins, but we'll have to see. Yeah, no one is ready just yet, although now Takizawa is 1 away. Depends on the 3 of bamboo, though, which has been discarded twice already. I would be a little bit concerned. We shall see. That's going to be Tenpai. Have to cut doors to make it happen, though, and we're waiting on the 4 of dots. Gonna take the Tenpai, but not going to reach. Makes sense. I guess you don't want someone to call the Dora, or if you do want to call someone, if someone does call the Dora, you want to be able to react to it rather than just being locked into reach. And that is going to be our pinfu. So now we can Dharma if we choose to. This is Tashiro, so Tashiro does not necessarily need to win more points, just need to make sure that no one else takes the lead here. We have a reach, as course, from Takizawa as well, who, as I say, was going for that Mangon to see if we've got any more tiles. I think it is 1-5. It is 1-5 and 2 2s for 3 tiles for Takizawa's Riichi here.
Best
I'm guessing,
offense is no Yaku Tenpai and repeating dealer. That
yeah,
is an
honestly,
offense.
absolutely, yeah. Anything that gets you in a position where you can actually try and fight. But we are going to see Kodama fold this one out. I guess it makes sense. Like if someone else deals in, then maybe you can try and at least get out of last place because they'll be dragging someone else down with them. As well, Takizawa will be dragging someone else down when they take points, but we'll see. But yeah, it's interesting to see Kodama's strategy here. Like I would be a lot more aggressive, I think. I would probably deal in, but as it's my last dealership, I think I would be a little bit more aggressive. I think this would be like the time to go all in if we were talking in like kind of poker terms. I don't know. Maybe that's not the right thing, but that's what I would be doing.
It's pretty much you have to get into a higher placing.
Hmm.
Losing more points doesn't really affect you that much unless you end up in a tie at the end of the season, and that's a future you problem.
There. Still one away for Kodama, although Kodama is now back to the Shanten. So there's still a chance Kodama gets the Tenpai, as we were saying. Just a no Yaki Tenpai. Second place gets them, as I say, within 8,000 of Tashiro, even less, to be honest. And whoever wins this hand is going to get 1,300 points extra. The pot is... It's small, but given how close first place and third place are to each other, that could be very important. The best offense is going no Yaki. I mean, you're not wrong. That's the thing. I mean, not all the time, but there are times where it's just, hey, I want to be ready. At least the game won't be over. I'm trying to think back to the previous Saikyosen Team Battle League that we cast on this channel. I don't think there's a time limit, right? So in theory, last place could keep going on forever. Unless that was just the finals. I can't remember exactly now. It's been a while. I have to refresh how this particular league works. So Takizawa could still get first place. Doesn't have to do it straight away. Does stream die a bit for everyone else? Oh no. Hopefully not. Though please do keep us do let us know. In the meantime, though, our dealer Tashiro doesn't really need to win, but probably wants to win a little bit just to get a little bit more of a gap before Takizawa gets that final control of the game in the last dealership position. We do have some interesting plays from Kodama, giving up on the 4-5 of bamboo to try and go for the outside hand. So we've lost a bit of efficiency, but again, maybe we lose efficiency, but we try and go for value because we want to try and sneak ahead. And there is the outside hand, potentially the fully outside hand with the 1-2-3 mixable sequence. There's a lot of value in Kodama's hand. It just requires specific will do it. But perfect ends and mixable sequence would certainly be a nice way of doing it. But no, you're not Yakuban, but enough to overtake, perhaps, if it's a direct hit. Either way, though, it does require both the 8 of bamboo specifically and the, I think, 3 of bamboo as well. It's a tough ask. And especially considering everyone else at the table is kind of seeing what's going on, right? You can see a lot of middle tiles being played by Takizawa as well. People sort of hard countering the move. It's also that chance of the pure sequence as well if we get the 3 pin. But there's a lot of exact tiles we need to be drawing in for Kodama's comeback hand here. How's that though? When you've got a win condition, you've got it and you can't win otherwise. I guess there's an argument to be made that maybe it would have been better to cut the dragon in the hand instead of the 9 pin, just because we have the perfect ends instead of the common ends. The Jun Chanter, just the Chanter. And it died again. Oh no. Jenny, you with me? That's interesting. Is that just a YouTube problem? I don't know. We'll have to see how it ends up in the end. Either way, though, I'm going to keep talking. Yeah, apparently he's having some stream issues.
Well, I had to. I don't know. My internet went out, but also my stream. I think I don't know if it was just me. Okay, looks like it was everyone. Okay.
Apparently, the YouTube stream went down for some people, so maybe it's just like a not worldwide, but.
Well, I am now off Wi-Fi and on to landline, so.
Okay, we'll cross our fingers and hope that things improve, which is a short time issue. Also, I was talking about how we're going for the Jun Chatter, but I didn't count the fact that the white dragon is Dodora, which is a very silly oversight to make. But at the same time, I think I guess it's 2 hand if we get a pair of the dragons. Yeah, rather than 1 hand extra for having the fully outside hand. Either way, though, 1 away for Kodama with this potentially lead regaining hand. It's still going to be tricky. Looks we're setting ourselves up for a 1-4 pin wait, which means we could lose all that value if we end up winning on the 4 pin. Although, having said that, the 4 pin has been cut twice by now, so it's less likely. Cut twice, and we show the 3rd one in the call right now. This is Tenpai, but it's not the Tenpai we wanted. Gonna take it just for now. But the hand is over. Our dealer Tashiro manages to sneak ahead just a little bit more. With just Sumo, I believe, because the south is the round wind. So it doesn't count for Pinfu. Pinfo, as I like to say. But a dealer Sumo nonetheless. Pulls within just over 10,000 points of second place. Second place, of course, is going to be our last dealer, though, so maybe you want to be a little bit further ahead than just that. But nothing wrong with a nice little Sumo. I guess if you do draw the tile you want to win, you can win on. Why not just take it and go for the repeat most of the time? As we go to South 3, repeat number 2. 600 points on the table, so whoever wins this one. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it could be. You never know, especially between Okubo and Takizawa. 600 points could be a very significant amount of extra bonus pot. But otherwise, looks like Takizawa might have the lead going into this one. I will say Okubo's hand is also pretty good. Kodama is going to be going for the flush, trying to get some value from somewhere. But the value is not quite there. We're talking like 8,000 points maximum. Still, would be a really nice thing to get in South 3 to set you up for South 4. If you can direct hit someone and take 8,000 points from them. So did I say 8,000? I meant 8,600. I'll count the extra 600. It could be important. Need to know everyone else is kind of stalling out. We've got the 2 Dora here in Okubo's hand, as I was saying. It's nice. It's just going to be harder to win with. The 1 Dora here. Technically 1 away. No, sorry, still 2 away for Takizawa, but nothing wrong with having a Dora in the hand. Being 2 away at the end of row 1 is not that bad. Especially if the rest of your shapes end up being pretty decent, and we are going to be committing to having the 2-sided weights. We draw in the 1-3-5, which is nice. But we've got a question to ask ourselves. I mean, I don't hate the efficiency loss in discarding the 3 there, just because we have the Dora 9 of dots, but going for the 1-1-2-2-3-3 for the extra 1 hand of value. And we can also get the upside if we end up drawing the 4 or something like that. Makes a lot of sense. That 7 is going to be really nice to see. Puts Okubo's hand 1 away. Although it has that dependency, as I say, on the 1-2 weight. Could be a bit slow. But then, who knows? Maybe if you just draw the right tile, it's not a problem, right? That 1-3-5, and especially the 7-8-8-9-9, going to be both hard shapes to complete. This is 1 away for our dealer, though. Really, really nice to see. The 6, there's an argument for keeping it, but I feel like at this point, Takizawa is mostly just focusing on defense more than anything else. And this is probably something we have to refuse. Can't have too many pairs unless we're going to be switching to 7 pairs really late. But I don't like that.
2, 3, 4. Just swappy duppy.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Okay, that's going to be our first tempai. Waiting on the 3-6, I believe, of... No, it can't be 3-6 dots. I've got to have a look at that again. That would be a much worse tempai than I was excited about. And yeah, this reach here is going to be... It's a little bit tough. The problem is we have the dependency on the 3-man. It's going to be so hard to draw in that. It's 3-6 in characters. Okay. The Karagiri, the Swappy Doppy, yeah, exactly. Playing the 6, trying to set a sushi trap on the 3, but a 6 will in fact deal in, unfortunately. Did not for Buradora. It is just Riichi only, but Riichi only to the dealer. Which is bad news for Okubo. Good news for Takizawa, really good news for Kashiro.
So bad news for Kodama. It's going to be pretty much impossible for him to come back for a 3rd place here. I think we'll see some big hand attempts. Because there's not a lot of value in other leagues when you're in game 1. There's a lot of value in just getting some points, any points, even if it doesn't bring you up placing. But in this particular league, there's very little value in that.
Exactly, yes. Well, I will say, Akura dealing in, I think Kodama lost the reach stick, right? But Akura dealing in definitely means that the gap to at least 3rd place is a little bit closer. Also, Ari, hi. It is in fact time to mark the Mahjong. We have 3 games for you today. This is game 1. We're in South 3. Only position matters. The points don't matter unless we get to a tiebreak, but that won't happen, right? That won't happen. It won't be that close, right? Right? Knock on wood. Commentator's curse. Who knows? But yes, we're in South 3. We have a clear leader here with Tashiro, our dealer, who's been fighting, winning scraps. Very cheap hands, but keeping 2 or 3 on the bounce. Either cheap hands or tempai payments. We're at repeat number 3 here in South 3. And it looks like you might be getting to repeat number 4. One away already. But with the chance perhaps of Itsu, even though it's going to be a little bit slower, probably going to end up being on the 1-4 pin for our pair weight at the end. I believe one away as well for Kodama, but Kodama's going to be a little bit more value if we can. We found a pair of the 5 of bamboo, which now means the Itsu is now a little bit more achievable, maybe a little bit more appealing. We'll have to see what we end up drawing in. And Takizawa is going to be trying to shut down Tashiro. Sneak up ahead just a little bit, because honestly, it's situations like this where if you end up playing too passive, you will see that dealer get out of control. I don't hate the 4 bamboo discard here. I think it's fine. It's fine. You really want the Itsu, but it's Tenpai, and you've managed to win yet again. Did not reach. It's a nice closed pinfu. But this time we have 3 repeat counters, so an extra 900 points. The next hand will we have 1,200 points in the pods. As Tashiro just calmly sneaks ahead, step by step. Score haven't done yet, but we'll get to that. Wow. This looks like a pretty decent start again. Once
2 completed sequences, 1 open-ended. So we need 1 more sequence somewhere and a pair. It's not quite there yet.
Yeah. And much like the last hand, it looks like it maybe even might be considering the same sort of potential Itsu route. Probably not going to be married to it. Be more than willing to give up on it very quickly, but when you put that nice early 1, 2, 3, 4 and an extra shape there, I think we have about 7. We'll see. We'll see. In the meantime, though, Kodama doesn't have the greatest value here. I want to cheer on Kodama because I want Kodama to get out of last place, or at least win a hand. You know, I feel like Kodama hasn't managed to score that many points today, and unfortunately, every time they've been in a good position to do that, they've ended up dealing in. But we'll have to see. I don't think it's going to happen right now. We do have our Riichi over here. It is a pair weight. It's not the greatest thing. 2-man and I believe, was it 7 pin? Let's check that again. So even though the weight's not that good, we do have a pair of the Dora. So there is nothing wrong with that. Absolutely, I would do the same. 8 pin. Okay. So let's do a little bit of counting to see how many tiles actually remain. It might be better than we think. It might actually be full 4 tiles. Let's have a look. I think it actually is a full 4 tiles. Yeah, so 4 tiles out there that give this Reach Door a 2. Which is honestly more than you normally expect when you have a pair weight. Normally, whenever I reach on a pair weight, someone's got 1 pair and another player's got the other pair. That's usually what happens. But here we go. Potential mixture sequence for Okubo. Exactly, yes. That's where my pair of red dragons is. It's in chat, actually. That's whenever I reach. That makes sense. But yeah, it looks like we're going to be seeing a call here from Kodama, hoping for the mixture sequence, the 3, 4, 5 in all 3 suits. We see a Tenpai here as well. I don't think we have a win condition, so not wrong. But it doesn't matter because we are going to draw the 8 of darts. Flip the 4 of bamboo. There was a world. There was a world where we would have drawn the 4 of bamboo, but we don't give up on a reach for that. And as I say, 10,000 points, right? The gap that Tashiro was within the start of South 3. If Takizawa won this hand 3 repeats ago, Takizawa would be in first place, but that's happened. Tashiro pulled ahead just a little bit with 3 repeats. And now Takizawa has to win again. In all last, Dora will be the 5-man. I'm cheering for both players. I just want to see something exciting at the very end of this game. Looks like a decent start for Takizawa. Could go for the all-inside route, could go for You know what? Could go for lots of options, but we do have the potential Itsu for Okubo, who's going to need a bit more value than this just to be able to sneak into first place at the end of this game. But if Okubo does manage to make the Itsu, just missing the 6 and 7 of darts to make that happen. With Reach, with Pinfu, we could at least make 8,000. Maybe 12. Get a direct hit on someone. That would be a position. Still needing to draw those 2 specific tiles, though. May just settle for less. We'll have to see. At the very least, though, I think Okubo has the most incentive to go big or go home, right? Because Kodama needs basically a miracle. And as long as you don't deal into some crazy hand, you're getting third place no matter what. So you might as well go for second or first, right? There's not much to lose by doing that.
Yeah.
I think it's really interesting, this rule set. I wonder if the other players are like sort of keeping that in mind this early on, or they're going to be... Because honestly, depending on the actual format you play, it's going to have to change the all last conditions so much, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that is sort of new last year. I don't think it was maybe the first time it was ever used, but it's definitely not been a super common format. And other team competitions are also taking on a similar format. So I think we're getting a lot of strategy, like new strategy coming into it.
Okay.
But
Because it's
yeah, I
usually
think
either that or it's the Ilka, the 5,000 points for everyone that goes to first place, right? So
right.
either way, you have an incentive to be aggressive. But if you're in a situation like this, it's hard sometimes, I think, to find that courage to be aggressive. By the way, Takizawa just hopefully going for, well, hopefully they're going to be hoping to get a nice, relatively cheap hand. Could still make Riichi Pinfu Tanyao, of course. But going for that all inside that Tanyao, keep the leadership going. And they can always accept that 5 of character Dora if they draw it. At this point, if it's me playing, I'm getting really suspicious about Adora, though. Speaking of value, hadn't considered it, but Kodama potentially going for 3 concealed triplets, possibly even 4 concealed triplets. I say you got a win condition, and that is definitely one way of getting those points. Go for the Akamon, why not? If it can be done, maybe you'll be the one to do it. Then would 3 concealed triplets be enough? 3 concealed triplets all inside Dora? I'm not sure. I don't think so. Even on a direct
That's
hit.
gonna
Maybe.
be. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, sorry,
Not mean
yes.
to interrupt. She that is still hedging the full straight, but also going well with that flush. 4, 5, 6 shape, and she was at 8, 9, so she needs a 7, which was just eaten up by Takizawa. Wait, what did she just draw?
Yeah, this is Tenpai for Kodama. I don't think it's got enough value there, right? It's choosing Kodama. Like it's 3 concealed triplets if we do draw it. Like 3 concealed triplets all inside Dora 1. Just on a run, we lose 2 hand, so yeah, I don't think there's I don't think there's any argument to ever reach.
Just
But just
gonna
choosing to
take it.
win the hand end of the
I
game.
mean, he doesn't want to lose more points, so you try and go for the bigger hand, but it's just kind of impossible at this point.
Yeah.
I think one hand before all last, you can try and go for some really big hands and maybe get into a position. If you can draw a big hand, you can maybe get into a position where like Mangan Sumo would put you into 3rd place. But on all last in this situation,
That's true.
so
But
you don't want to, not losing points is going to be slightly beneficial for your team.
yeah, I guess if things do end up going to a tiebreaker, then points are counted. But
Yeah.
either way, they were in last place. So I don't know. I guess going for the Akamon was probably too much of a dream. But maybe I would have gone all in. When you have
Yeah,
the,
if you're
concealed
close
triplets,
enough.
2 pairs.
I know. Probably Garth
Yeah,
and I
it's-
would have gone for it as well, but I don't think it's an uncommon play what he did.
But yes, we have our scores after game 1. Team Aokei in first place right now. As you say, scores do matter, but only on a tiebreaker. We're seeing it matter a lot early on and probably less later on down the line. But I did say that we have the 7 rounds for our qualifier round, and we can actually see what's going to happen. First place will go directly to the finals, whereas we have different rounds of the playoffs. It's going to be really fun explaining those when we get around to it. But the gist is, the higher you place to start off with, the easier it's going to be to make it to that final table, to join whoever makes first place in the end. We'll get to that very soon. But yeah, Team Real Partner, we saw today. Team Orfeu, first place in the game, but second place overall. I believe it was City, it was 4 seasons with our third place here, and that's Sunfaro, unfortunately, in last, and bottom of the table, because it was a pretty unfortunate last. But we have 3 games today. I think 5 games in the session. We'll be doing 2 more games tomorrow, I believe. I think we might be mixing sessions 1 and 2 together, right?
Right. Well, we're going to do half of session 2 this week and half of session 2 next week. Because we have the World Reach League stream on Saturday. So actually, whatever's on the schedule in the YouTube channel, it's a little bit different. We're going to change the Saturday stream from 4 p.m. to 10 a.m. so that we can stream the World Reach League live from Sparrow's Nest Studio.
Yes, exactly. I'm going to be hopefully looking forward to seeing some World Reachy pros live in New York. Looking forward to that. But for now, we have, as I say, 2 more games for you today, and I have something out for Tips. Hello.
Hello, everyone. Time for game number 2. Thank you, Chiral, for hosting game number 1.
Yeah, thank you for having to do the intro, Tips. That was good.
And I will be here alongside Jenn once again for game number 2.
So it says 2006 now. Look at that.
2026.
Oh yeah. Wishful thinking for a simpler time.
2006, wow. So, game number 2 matchup. We have an SPM player here in the East seat, Hidetaka Sakai, for Kaneman, Pachinko, and Slot. We've got Taiyo Hamano of JPML representing AINative. We've got Tomomi Okubo coming back for 4 Seasons Memorial. And in the North seat, Yuichi Fukushima of the JPML for Aokei News. Kaden, you know, the first time I heard about Kaden was doing these streams here, and I actually got a little bit curious myself. So now sometimes I'm just watching Japanese cyclists.
Yeah, becoming a Kaden fan. Do you have any favorite
No, I
athletes?
haven't gotten that deep into it, but it can be just exciting as a spectacle, kind of like a baseball game.
So that is exciting. Okay, I love baseball, but I'm not sure exciting is the right adjective for that. But Kaden there's a lot of kind of collab events. I don't know. There are tournaments and stuff with a lot of the Kaden athletes also play Mahjong. We did have I had a friend who actually married a Kaden athlete at one point.
Well, I'm sure they're in good shape to do all of that.
They were definitely in good shape, yes.
You can't argue with that. Here we are. Dora is Foreman as we are going around the board. Okubo, our last player here. Fukushima waiting to make his first discard, and he's hit Dora 3 right off the bat. Pair of red dragons to help him get Yaku for the hand. Looks like Fukushima is off to the races, just like Aokei Kaden.
Good one.
The red dragon is sitting around in, I believe, Sakai's hand. No, not Sakai. Must be Hamano's hand then. I can't be wrong too many times. Yeah, here it is. And there it goes. Almost surely gets pwned. I would say if you didn't pwn it, it would have been a miss. There it is. And the Dora are not revealed, so None of the other players know just how amazing this very first hand is. Breaking a pair of white dragons. Just too many good tateniu shapes for Hamano. White dragon's going to be gone. This is one away from Tempai. Locks in the pair of 9-pin, keeping a lot of inside floaters. And here's Tempai. 5 so weight. Interesting decision. Cuts Suji to the Dora. I suppose Suji to the Dora is not a great weight, the 7-mon, so prefers the 5 so. Also has room for improvement, rotation around the 5 so. It's right in the middle. Can get an open-ended weight off of that. Either 4-5 or 5-6. Have you ever been to a Keirin match? Keirin race?
I have not. I might be one of the only like women mahjong players in my like generation who hasn't.
Who's never been? You're generous. So are you saying it's getting less popular or more popular?
I just know that like a lot of the pros who came in right around the time I did have a lot of friends in Keirin, so they were going to matches, and I was not so much in that friend group. So
Right. So we
I
have
didn't really go quite as
we have a 2-mon and a 3-mon weight here. And that is a 6. Might be able to move off of the Dora indicator, but this will reveal a little bit about his hand. Yeah, he does do it, though. Prefers the weight, even if he reveals a little information with the 2-mon discard from inside the hand. Okubo is getting closer, and same with Hamano. They're both getting closer, but neither of them are Tempai. Like Fukushima here. Sakai has not been able to find any good tiles the last few draws. And this white dragon is being held by Hamano. Saving it for later as a safe tile. I wonder if he knows that Fukushima's Tempai right now.
Hi, Brian. This is Tips. You'll recognize Tips's voice from now on.
Hello, hello.
Been commentating mahjong much longer than I have.
I don't know about that. Maybe?
Definitely.
Definitely not been playing as long, though. Nice east, but nobody can use it here.
Also, hi, Irene. Hi, Dezu. Mr. Rainbow. I did mention Dude earlier.
Yeah, apologies for the stream drop. Sometimes there are just technical issues, gremlins in the system that we can't really work out. Okubo holding on to 8-mon here. Figures it is too dangerous with very few Manzu discarded to the board here. Especially higher Manzu. A lot of 9-mon actually, but that doesn't generally make the 8 any safer. That's the last red dragon though. That one's pretty darn safe. Still no winning tile for Fukushima though. He's changed his weight from 2-3-mon to 5-6-mon. Has not helped so far. A lot of pairs now. Hamano might actually go for 7 pairs. And finally Okubo is 1 away. It's all a matter of whether that 8-mon gets discarded. Oh, if 5-mon comes out here, it's a deal in. I don't think it's too likely, but if it happens... Oh, the 8-mon goes right back. Okubo thought it was very dangerous. Sakai thinks the exact opposite. Now Okubo pairs it up, but decides it's useful as a safe tile. Fukushima does not want to switch off of his weight. Perhaps thinking 6-mon is too dangerous to discard here. Got a chi from Hamano. Hamano 1 away. Okubo gonna go with the safe east. Yep. Oh, that would have been the winning tile, but once again, 6-mon just too dangerous to let go of here. In fact, you can see that Sakai probably would want to cheat it. Actually draws it now for Tenpai. What an amazing draw. Holds out on Riichi. We're near the end of the hand. He's got room for Sanshoku, the mixed sequence improvement, as well as Pinfu. And we really just don't have that many tiles left, so he's not too optimistic about the triplet weight Riichi, the Shampon Riichi. I could switch.
You are allowed to reach even without a draw in these rules, but
Right.
the question is always, is it worth it?
Yeah. Now a possible wait on 7 so would have to discard 3 so here though, and we all know what happens when you discard 3 so. In this case, it wouldn't actually deal in, but oh, he's gonna do it! There it goes. No call here. Just allows Hamano to use the 3 so as well. Extra.
It's just the raw emotion of Tips seeing Sanso be rejected.
Oh, 6 so. 6 so also gets discarded here. No call there either. No real need to. And Sakai gonna do the old swappy doppy as we go to the very last tiles of the hand. One more draw here for all players put together. This is still not Tenpai, unfortunately, for Okubo. She's gonna have to let it go. Last tile. It's not a winner. It wins on his old weight, actually. From midway through the hand, the 2-3 mon weight. Unfortunately for Fukushima, just drew the winning tiles for the 2 other weights he could have taken. Did not draw the winning tiles for the weight that he had. That's just how it goes sometimes. Is Tenpai, I believe the dealer was Tenpai, didn't switch off. So I believe we'll have a redeal here, 1,500 points each. No Riichis, so no bonus sticks other than the Honba, the repeat counter. And this is an interesting first hand here. It's got some complete shapes, 2, 3, 4, so we'll see where we go from there. 9 so is the door now.
Are there any like relations to the other Sozu with Sanso? Or is it just the 3?
Well, the 6 so is just 2, 3 so put together, so it's very powerful.
The 9 so is 3 so's.
No. You can't put you cannot put 3 shapes of 3 so together to make the 9 so, as far as I'm aware.
So it's 2, and then I get Sanso that got ran over.
And then the 2 so is the jealous little brother who's always trying to take the spotlight.
So much lore.
That is the Sozu family. I'm glad you asked. And then the 7 so is the cousin across the border.
7 is it's almost like it's like 2 3 so's stacked with an extra one in the middle. Extra pip in the middle.
Kind of, yeah. Okay, Itsu, no full straight for Sakai here. He's gonna give that up. Maybe look for the Tanyao. The all simples here. Oh, 1 away now from Fukushima again with a quick hand. Will it work out this time? Hamano collecting a Dora there. Trying to make use of it. I believe Fukushima's actually Tenpai now without Riichi. Triple green dragons. That's a nice draw for Hamano. Dora here for Okubo, but it's a little unwieldy. Yeah, still Tenpai. Whoa, breaks Tenpai. Looking for that Itsu, the full straight here. Wonder why Fukushima going for this very aggressive play.
Nice fill in. We've upgraded to open ended from the 7-9 gut shot. And I think completed sequence filled in now for Hamano.
Hmm. Whoa,
Oh,
it
and another fill
pays
in.
off. The
Sumo.
change pays off. It's not much, but it is a win.
Hoping for the
Yeah,
Fukushima. I was hoping for the full straight,
exactly.
but oh, sorry. That I was thinking Okubo was still in that first dealer spot. That was Fukushima who had the fill in to complete a sequence. And it made Tempai, but he was hoping for a full straight. But you're not going to pass up the win when it comes. Although that would be a pretty sick 310 reach. 7, waiting for the 147. I would do it.
Going for big points there. Only the one really gets you the huge points. Guess the rest are still Pinfu. And you're always getting sumo on Furiten. I could see it. Yeah, I could see it. There weren't any Riichi sticks for bonus anyway, just one Honba. Oh, maybe a chance for a full straight for Hamano this time in the dealer position. We've seen him give up the full straight before. The Itsu. Well, it looks like he's holding on to it this time, cutting a 4-pin out of the middle of the hand.
Somebody say 6-7?
Maybe.
Oh,
Maybe we did.
6-7 was 6-7 is the mahjong term.
Nice draw for Fukushima. I was just mentioning how it comes up even when you're not trying in mahjong.
Mahjong term. It's official. I should have. If I'm gonna make any revisions to my book, it's going in there.
Ah, I see. 6-7 popularized by Mahjong Pro Jenn Bar. Oh no.
This is how we're going to make it unpopular,
no.
is because old people like me are going to
no.
adopt it, and then all the young people are not gonna think it's cool anymore.
Already in the most recent New York election, one of the candidates was doing 6-7 memes as part of his electoral campaign. He didn't win though. The power of 6-7
Oh,
was
so
not
it's already
enough.
happening. The young people are already rejecting it.
Dun dun dun. 5 pairs here. Now the young people can't vote. That was the problem. He's targeting his targeting his platform to people who aren't old enough to vote yet. Oh, still looking for this 6th pair for Tempai. Sakai, no luck here. This is how it goes with 7 pairs sometimes. Hamano's hand is doing pretty well there. It's a little, keeps it a little unsorted, but I think it's 1 or 2 away from Tempai. I had to double check. Eight-man is no use here for Okubo. This is a pretty tight race for this East 2 hand. Oh, triplet. That's Tempai. Fukushima. Riichi. I think that's the first Riichi this game. We've had a lot of Tempais, but no Riichis yet.
Meaning for a 4-7, I believe. It does not move on from a 3-6, sorry. Oh. Oh, what a sacrilegious mistake to make.
Yeah, the 7 cell was discarded for Tempai.
I did it on purpose, you guys. Jenn, chill, you're like 33.
Oh, Tempai takes the 4-man weight in order to discard a safer 1-man. 3 players Tempai, but another pawn.
Go from Hamano to improve the weight from just the 4 mon to the 5 and the 6.
Yeah, quite a better way. I think have
Needs
similar
6
weights.
for
Here's
7.
4 players Tempai. We've got, it's not quite a Riichi roulette. Only 2 players reach, but 4 players Tempai now. Will this 7 pairs be broken? 9 mon risks it, goes through, no dealing. Sanzo Kan! Sanzo Kan! That's the power of Sanzo Kan! Sumo with the Condor, 1 Uradora as well.
Taiyo, Tsumo, Rinshan, Ura, and
Looks like
Dora.
Kaneman here. I believe that is Kaneman. That's correct. What an exciting 4-player Tempai battle. Can't end any other way when you draw all 4 copies of the Sanzo. You could just smell the winning tile coming off the edge of the wall after the Sanzo was drawn there by Okubo, and she is in the lead by over 10,000 points right now. Fukushima has been pretty lucky this game as well, and it doesn't look like that's stopping now, as his hand looks pretty good once again. An interesting 3-mon draw. He might be able to make mixed sequences. The Sanshoku. Sakai not lagging too far behind. Dora is 8-so, and so Okubo is going to keep the 7-9 over 7-9-so over 8-9 pin in order to accept Dora.
So she had 1 new Dora and 1 Uradora.
Yes, that's right.
Hana.
Condor
And what?
immediately became 5-mon, and then she drew a 5-mon off the replacement.
Yeah, that might have been the most profitable con ever in history.
Not the one that makes Sukansu.
That doesn't exist. I've never seen
Sukansu
it.
has never happened.
I've heard of one player who won on it once, but I didn't see any evidence of that.
Oh, a little backfire immediately for Okubo. 8-9 pin draws a 7 pin right after. Not much you can do about that. So
The thing with Sukansu is you have to like kind of forego other wins before you get there.
yeah, you have to go down to a single weight.
And I don't know. I think maybe in Sama I could imagine it happening.
See,
But
Fukushima
still,
here
that's still
gave up.
fantasy.
Fantasy. Difficult to
Side.
find. It's possible to get it without having any other wins, but not easy.
Well, because it has to be Suanko as well, right?
No, you can do open. You can do open cons to make Sukansu.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind. But generally, if you're going to, I guess it has to be an Adacon then if it's not Suanko.
Yes, that's right.
So, because if you're doing, even if you do an open con, like Daiminkan open con, then you had the Anko beforehand.
Yeah, but you can do a pon and then Shominkan.
Yeah.
Add after.
That's what I said, Adacon.
Sorry, I'm not familiar with the terminology, but yes, I understand. A Tempai here. Sakai Tempai. Not the greatest weight, and in fact, it's so bad he doesn't even want the Tempai. Toss it back. 6-7. 6-7 here for Okubo. She's going to keep the 9-so, though. Keeps it as a safe tile for later. Big draw here. Big draw. He's going to go for it. Not looking for Tanya. Going to go right into Tempai with the Pinfu. Is Fukushima. I believe this is also Tempai. This one does have Tanya. Okubo looking for Dora 8-so. Oh, Oh, as soon as she fixes her hand, Dora 8 so comes out Ibatsu. I guess Fukushima's luck is starting to burn away. That is another Uradora as well. Truly an unfortunate turn of events for Fukushima and Team Aokei as another 12,000 points go to Okubo, this time a dealer Mangan. Now Okubo almost 30,000 points in the lead. Very strong position for her. Last game she did end up in third, scoring 1 points for the Four Seasons Memorials. Looks like we'll be following them today. We'll see if Okubo plays the third game as well.
She ended up in third, but she had a lot of points.
Yes. Unfortunately, in these rules, the points tend to not matter. Except for tiebreakers. So in general, they usually won't matter, but sometimes they do matter the most. So I guess it's good that she had a bunch. This time, though, looking to score 3 points for Four Seasons Memorials with that big first place position. Ninemon out.
Let's go 6-7 mentioned.
2244. Tuso comes out now. Of course, 2-pin is Dora. So that will be kept by Fukushima here, especially when he needs to get points back. Indeed, the points are 3, 2, 1, 0. First place gets 3, last place gets 0. What are we looking at here? I mean, Okubo does have all 3 sets of dragons, and she's holding on to them. Still a little bit far from Tenpai, though. Maybe a lot far from Tenpai. One away now for Hamano. Okubo finds a nice draw. It might be time to lose the dragons. Not quite yet. She's going to discard East. A lot of Easts discarded already. The dragon's still possible to get. This is a slight improvement. It does interfere with the current set of pairs she has, though. Out goes 7, so.
It's like 2 fake open-endeds. That's good.
Still quite far
So
from Tenpai, though.
Sequence and a pair at some point.
Right. And there goes an open-ended sequence, 2-3-mon. Just locking in the pairs, 3-3-mon.
By the way, Hamano is the current Judan, the 10-tier reigning champion.
Ooh. So he's a favorite in this matchup. And there we go. A triplet of 4-mon.
See?
A very nice shape.
All works out.
Almost as good as the twin sequence, the Ipeko 3-mon draw. Almost as good. 3 pins, sorry. Very close to Dora. That's the first one discarded. Gets it out just before this Riichi that's waiting on 6 and 9 pin. We'll see where it goes. Definitely Okubo not willing to discard Dora right after somebody Riichis. This is Tenpai. Can wait on 3 pin. Yeah, gonna take it. No Riichi though, no Yaku, so cannot roam. Only consume with a 3 pin. Suppose Sakai going to be happy about discarding that 3-pin earlier, that it doesn't have any issues now after the Riichi. Or with Fukushima. Of course, Fukushima, as we mentioned, cannot run with no Yaku. That's another dragon for Okubo. Definitely thumbs up the stream, like the stream, subscribe to the channel. We'll be broadcasting basically all April. There's a lot of games this April, from the Saikyosen Team Battle to the live from New York Sparrow's Nest World Riichi League this weekend. It'll be an exciting time.
100% view to like ratio on stream. I think that would be like massive amounts of dopamine for me.
Whoa! Massive amounts of dopamine here. Pairs of all 3 dragons for Okubo. It is so late in the hand, though. We did see a white dragon go through. But she's just gonna fold with it after the white dragon went through.
We wanted to see that at least 5 discards ago. 5 rounds ago.
Yeah, surprisingly not that many dragons on the board, but they're not in the other player's hands either.
And Hamano draws his winner.
Yep. 1 pin is the Uradora, so it misses that. See the 9 pin and 1 pin as indicators. You think, surely I have some Dora here. He does have 1. But did not find Uradora.
And celebrations for getting. I love seeing those fly up.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool YouTube chat feature. You never know who clicked it, but you can see them flying out. They're pretty nice.
Okay,
I like using them as well. Don't you know cortisol is the new slang hormone to talk about?
Too old for that.
Wait, Tenpai already? Oh my goodness. Hamano, Pon West, get Tenpai. I don't think he has any Dora. He might have 1. But it was so fast, I didn't actually check. Oh, Pon right back. Okubo skipping Hamano's potential winning draw there. 7-8-9 now for Fukushima. Pair of green drag. Oh no, that's green and north. Never mind. 1-4 money. Oh, he's got 3 Dora. Holy. This is actually an insane hand.
The biggest benefit is that you support us. But we don't have any like members only streams yet. But
however, you have done a number of giveaways for the members of the stream before.
Yeah, you're able to enter all of the giveaways just by being in the chat without becoming a member, but we have some extra chances.
That's right.
Members so far.
A big win here for Hamano. Just Pon's West and has 3 Dora right off the bat. Pon West has 3 Dora. It was so fast. It was like before even his first draw, he had pwned and gotten Tenpai on West. I hadn't even seen the Dora yet. By the time we came back and looked around, oh, it's actually 3 Dora in hand. That's a massive hand. So Hamano in the game now. We're in South round. Sakai, our first dealer, Hamano, will have his dealer turn after, assuming time doesn't run out. But the game has been moving very quickly, so it doesn't seem likely.
Kaneman and AINative are new teams to the Saikyosen Team Battle this year. Last year we did have the 4 Seasons and Aokei.
So Okubo now has a pair of East. Hopefully she remembers it's South round. I don't expect these professionals to make that blunder, but happens at least once every time at our open tournaments. Someone mentions, oh, it's South round now. Here's a pair gone 4 pairs cut down to 3. Hamano playing a regular hand. Classic 4 sets of 3 in a pair. Oh, triple 3-pin. Hamano very close to Tenpai now, 1 away.
1 away. No apparent Yaku yet, so he's gonna probably have to reach.
Yeah, I don't think he's too upset about reaching here.
Depends on what the weight is.
Fair point.
I guess like a Shabo with the north at this point is still good. Oh no, there's one out. Okay, one's cut is okay. So if he can Tenpai before the second one is discarded, that's the worst feeling.
Right. No going back. No going back to pairs. No going back to triplets. Although Okubo had a chance at pairs there. Didn't take it. Everyone's catching up. Out goes the East. No call. No Yaku on that one. Triplet of 8, so how does this fit into Sakai's hand? He already has the Yakuhai South triplet, so he doesn't need Yaku. Oh, Dora! Dora's gone!
Wow. I would be inclined to go with the 2-1, the 1-2 dot
Yeah.
pin, because anything can stick to the Dora, and with that south, you can pull in his dealer as well. I wouldn't be worried about not getting to Tenpai.
Sakai wants the max speed. But Hamano is first to Tenpai, finds the last north, so gets the 6-9 pin weight. 6 pin is Dora, so it's going to be a little difficult. And we have a counter reach only on 7 pin. That's going to be even harder, I think, than the 6-9 pin. Is that a 3 pin? No, it's a 6 pin.
Oh, it's a 6.
Oh.
What a backfire. What a backfire.
Yeah, Sakai discarded it early to try and be safe, but it's come back. It's come back to haunt him.
I think you have to just give up here.
Yeah, I mean, you can go 1 pin, 2 pin. 1 pin looks pretty safe. 2 pin, not so much, but you know, if he connects with like a 6-7 pin or something, maybe it's worth pushing. Especially because Sakai's dealer.
Gambitsu to both, so it's probably pretty safe.
Oh, is it 2 pin? Oh, there's one. Oh, yeah. One. Very safe, very safe. There it is. Another 4, so not so safe. We did just see a 3-so get discarded, so the 3-so is safe in this case, but 4-so not so much. Very tough decision here.
Safe to know, and like it's safe to send the non-reach player.
Could
only.
maybe attempt 9-so. Could maybe go with the south and run away, but
actually,
yeah.
it's okay. 4-so, yeah. Bad players don't know what Hanchan are, and bad players. Hanchan is half a game. A full game would be east, south, west, and north rounds. We only play east and south rounds in reach, so we call it a half game.
Another Dora showing up.
That's a good question. I can check that. That's something I can actually check.
Dig it. As we go around here, it's a little exciting, but not too much to say about it. Oh, unless this the chi happens, how will Sakai play this? How can you get Tenpai from here? 8 so, slight risk, but it is Suji now after the 5 so came out. But gets that through. Okubo just folding. Okubo completely out. Sakai, of course, has a little more incentive as the dealer. That's the last South. All 4 Souths getting drawn by Sakai. We got the Khan on the table after seeing Okubo Rinchan Kaiho. Hamano wants to do it himself. Ooh, that kind of looked like a 9 pin, but it's actually a 1 so. So when you're looking for it, anything looks like you're winning tile. There's a
There
1
is
pin.
no Asahina in the Saikyosen Team Battle this season. I think we will be seeing Fukushima, Fujishima, which is a treat in my opinion. I will also be seeing Nara, the world champion from Vienna. From the Vienna
Oh, that will be
WRC.
exciting. The most recent WRC? No, the most recent one was in
Second
Tokyo.
most, most recent was Kotaro Uchikawa. If there was trivia on who won which WRC win, I would definitely be able to win that trivia. Oh, wow. Hamano's hand is definitely not put together. I might have hedged a Kokshi, an outside hand there even.
He's putting it together right now. Maybe he'll
Gonna see how many honors there were, and he discarded that 9 p to start with.
maybe he'll turn around and go back to that route. Yeah, he does have 2, 3, 4 mon though.
5, 6, 7, just 8, I guess, 7 types. So that is a perfect threshold for somebody like Jenn.
Wow. Interesting hand for Uchikawa here. Oh, sorry, not Uchikawa. Fukushima. You were talking about Uchikawa.
Yeah. Fukushima.
Uchikawa not even playing in this game.
I don't think even playing in this league. He's quite busy lately. Okubo's gonna go for a flush. She has 2 Dora, flush in the Dora suit.
What's the draw here? Does not look like Kokushi would have been the play so far. Now a 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 man. Pretty solid
Y'all
hand.
wonder why you don't get Yakumans.
Oh, Yishanten. Sakai 1 away here. A lot of triplet weights. There's a north, so kind of a triplet weight for Hamano as well. North or your white dragon can go for the flush, the half flush. Yep.
Yeah, this is the time when you pair up the second honor. You get a second honor pair, and that's another Dora for Okubo.
1, 2, 3, and 3, 3 in hand.
And she will commit to the flush.
Yeah.
She took some. I mean, sometimes when you're going for a flush, you have like flush and Dora, or flush Dora, Dora. You're getting a Mangon. So even without value tiles, it's worth it to go for it. And with 3 Doras, she did hesitate for a second and consider not going for the flush because that's also going to be a Mangon. The bulging shape now for Fukushima. Man, can't talk about other names. Get confused. And Sakai is going to hedge the all pairs hand. It is That shape that we were talking about for Fukushima just went away now with lots of open-ended
Oh,
options and
Big
even like soft
Chi
choke options.
not going all the way for the flush. Hamano. Tempai waiting for the white dragon. Okubo's got it. Will it be discarded?
Okay, well, still 2 away, so we might see it take a while. It is Shompai. It hasn't been discarded at all yet.
Dora. Sakai with the Dora dilemma now.
I'd go for Kokshi on 7 terminals, privilege of the lucky. No. Kokshi is the non-lucky Yakuman.
We got
You have to be so unlucky with Kokshi that you don't get any pairs and everything is just single tiles. That's what Kokshi is.
I wonder if this is a 7 pairs attempt now. Discard 1 just so you can lock Dora in the end. You'd be on 5 pairs. Sakai
Yeah, I
would be
did
on
just
5
say it's
pairs.
hedging the 7 pairs, but
No, it goes with
it's
8
such a
pin.
it's like right on the board. Sometimes you have a like distinct, is it a sequence hand or is it a pairs hand? And that one is so in the middle.
Yes. Especially
That's
because of the
Senpai, he
Dora
doesn't take it.
draw.
He's gonna go for Pinfu.
Sumo! The Atodzuke Sumo from Hamano. Only the white dragon gives Yaku to this hand. No Dora. Just the old one Honor, get the dealer repeat. Okubo, of course, looking at it. She did have the last tile that Hamano could win on there. Sitting in her hand, the white dragon. And Hamano creeping ever closer, less than 8,000 points away. Easily doable with 1 Mangan. And he's the dealer, so his Mangan is even worth 12,000 right now. Plus 2 Honba, 12,600.
Like 7 terminals is pretty bad high pie. You can only go for Kokshi when you have bad high pie. That's why I get Kokshi so much. It's the unlucky. It's the unlucky Yakuman, y'all.
Y'all.
Y'all's a good word.
It's grown on me. My parents were not a big fan of it when I was younger.
So American.
But I appreciate it.
It's so USian, I guess. You say USian.
Maybe.
I'm asking if Canadians say USian.
No, we don't. And I was just saying maybe to be nice. But if you have to press me on it, no, they don't say that at all.
Okay, but do you consider yourselves Americans?
Also, no.
Okay, South Americans call themselves Americans.
They're
So
trying
we're
to
basically USians in
they're
Spanish.
trying to reclaim America, the
I don't know if they
continents.
have to reclaim it, but in Spanish they call us USians, basically.
Interesting.
So I was wondering if Canadians feel the same way, because it's the only other North American non-English or non-Spanish speaking country. I wonder if maybe the Montreal, the people in Quebec call us USians.
Québécois.
Yeah, those.
Who knows? Can ask some at the next tournament. Oh, another 3-mon here.
That can lock in that pair, and we're waiting for something to stick to that 5, 6, 7, 8 shape or the 7-mon.
Yeah, nice Tanyao looking hand here. White Dragon. Okubo was worried about that last hand. It would have dealt in. So now she's again worried about it. Doesn't take the Tempai with the 3-pin, I think. Interesting. Fukushima needs more points. South 2, so he still has a little bit of time and a dealer turn, but still playing aggressively. Prefers the 7-mon. I wonder what. Oh, it's because it's close to Dora.
Sanshoku. There's a Sanshoku in there.
Yeah, put them together, and you really are looking at a Hanemon, which is what Fukushima needs. You can get Dora with mixed sequence, Dora Sanshoku. It
If
would
he gets
be
8-mon
enormous.
or the 6-mon, then he has a 6, 7, 8 Sanshoku chance.
Right.
This is a perfect Ishanten shape. If Sakai can discard the 5 pin.
Big think. Goes for it with a little hesitation, but eventually releases it, and it does pass. So he lives another
There's
day.
also, yeah, there's also a kind of far away Sanshoku, like, switch in that hand. With the 5, 7 shape, and if you draw the 3, you can shift down to a 3, 4, 5 Sanshoku,
Right.
but I think that's right. The perfect one-away shape is just a lot better.
Oh, another Tempai. Again, this loses the big points. Maybe this one will be ignored as well, but it is getting later and later. About 25, 30 tiles left.
This is all the big points.
Yeah, just
Swappy
ignored.
duppy.
Ignored. Well, a little shifty play. Oh, big Tempai though. 6-9 pin weight, most likely. No, it's Furiten. I could actually see the Shampoo and no Riichi. Look for some different weight here. Shampoo being the
with the
triplet weight.
You can see 3 of the 4 so's. I think it's alright. I would do it.
No Riichi called here by Sakai. Another 6, so that's not Tempai. Just discards it.
I could have switched the weight there just now to a 6 so, but 8 so is out as well, so not that many great upgrades.
Double
Yeah, that's
7s. That is not really what he's looking for, but I think he can take the Tempai at least, yeah. Tempai's taken.
Hey, you might go between sequences in the Manzu.
Misses the sumo. Would have been sumo on Furiten Riichi, but let's it go. Another draw. Oh, that is not going to cut it. Does not accept Dora as a weight. This Tuso comes out.
It would have been sumo and also like more expensive than the tile that he was 10 on. The 6 pin, because he would have got the Tanyao as well.
Okay, about 10 tiles left now. We've been slowly running through. Oh, one away, one away. Been quickly cutting down the last set of these tiles. A lot of times players will slow down near the end, but nobody's drawing anything they need to think about right now. Just no help from the wall here, all junk. Oh, that is an interesting Tempai shift. But he's going to play it safe. Sakai not wanting to deal in. There's a 3-so. I don't know if 3-so is ever that safe, but it is in this case. Okubo has a tough decision now. No white dragons have been discarded. He's going to go 9-so instead. Gets it through. Sakai Fukushima template. So the bottom two get some points from the top two as we continue on here. Making the game just that little bit closer. Okubo getting the Rinshan Kaiho Haneman off of Conning 3-so. And then winning the dealer Mangan, chasing Fukushima's reach in the East round. That is the reason she has so many points right now. Hamano hitting that crazy Ponon West into Tempai before he even took a draw, and he had Dora 3 in that hand. That is his big win of the game so far. And a pair of white dragon for Sakai here. Dora is 8 mon. Out goes the 9, so no use for that. Oh, that is not a green dragon. Sakai will stick to 2 pairs of dragons. Maybe he can pick up the third, but Okubo actually has a pair of red dragons, so it's going to be very hard for Sakai to get any red dragons to go with the white and the green. There's
Lots
a
of
red.
loading tiles for Sakai.
Red dropped. It is pawned. Okubo playing a small hand here. Here's the white. It looks like that could be pawned. It's not pawned. Even with the white and the green dragon in hand. Sakai lets the white through. Looking for more points. He already has a Dora. I wonder what his plan is on this decision.
I think now I see a pawn. You could see pawn pawn and then the no beton, the double edge weight.
Yeah, but why pass the first pawn if you're going to do pawn pawn?
Because now you have the double edge weight, right? So you can use 2 Dora easier.
There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe it'll work out. Maybe Riichi will happen and Sakai will score big. Keeping the mix sequence alive with the 7 pin just floating. Same as Fukushima did in the previous hand. Out goes the 1-so for Okubo. There's a west tile. Not super useful. 7 pin comes out though. Actually, you're going to keep the west as safety. Sakai playing a very hesitant game here. Very reserved game. Unfortunately, Kaneman did come in last in the first game. With only a minus 7.5 score. That's really unfortunate that they ended up in last. Must have been a very close first game for Team Kaneman.
So last season, in last year's season, we had more teams and we only had 5 games each session. So we didn't see a lot of teams. The teams didn't play each other twice in one session. But this year we only have 12 teams and they're playing 6 games each session. So we'll see a lot more overlap.
3-4 mon. Not a bad draw here for Fukushima. He's going to keep it. Ishanten no tenpai now. So the lack of call pays off. The weight is 4-7 mon. It is an open-ended weight, but probably the worst open-ended weight on the board right now. 4-7 mon. A lot are gone. Players are going to be hesitant to discard tiles near that Dora shape. But if you draw it, you don't have to worry about any of that. And almost draws the win right there. Draws 5 mon, just a little bit off. Hamano moving closer to Tenpai. Okubo able to just discard a safe tile. Fukushima not giving up. 3 mon, again very close, but not the tile that he needs.
Fukushima is one of those players that you see on final tables all the time, by the way.
Oh. This is a very solid player. He had a lot of luck earlier this game, but it didn't quite pay off. Got to Tempai a number of times, just couldn't quite cash in those big hands. Tempai is not taken here for Okubo. She's going to play it safely.
It was like anime cool hand movements.
Yeah. I noticed they're not using the face cam so much on this broadcast. Oh, that's a sumo.
Sakai draws it.
Yeah, Uradora as well. I believe that's Mangan? Sumo, Green Dragon, Ura. Yep, collects the bonus points as well.
Now he is in Mangan Sumo range of first place.
Yes.
And that is what you're aiming for. And that's why you don't pull in the first. Right, right?
Right.
Question answered. Asked and answered. That's how you say it. Asked and answered.
Yeah, big draw there for Sakai. Big points. The 4-7 man weight, as I mentioned, didn't look so great, but you sumo it, you don't have to worry about that. Don't have to worry about getting it from other players. Fukushima now in last place, but also last dealer, so this is his opportunity to make all those points back. Jenn mentioned Fukushima's been on many final tables, but this is not a final table. In fact, this is a initial table. The very, I guess, is the second table round. Number 2. Yeah. But it's the very first day of competition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Missing the 6 and the 8 man, but almost got the full straight. Almost got the Itsu there. It's only 3 pairs here, but the hand is kind of iffy. So maybe 7 pairs is a thought. Sakai goes ahead though. Dora is 4-pin. Out it goes early from Hamano. Only needs 5,400 points. Thinks he can get it without the second copy of Dora. Definitely doable on Riichi. But if Hamano looks to open his hand, he might not have enough points. So he must be playing just for the closed hand here. Maybe we'll accept second place if it comes to that. Oh, backfire as he draws the 3-pin right after. Yeah, I mean, if Hamano does get the full straight 1 to 9 closed, plus a Dora, that's 3 on. 5,200. That's almost all of it. Okubo trying to end it here. Gets another chi. Five, 6, 7. So Sakai not out of this either. Extra 2 man, no dice for Hamano. 789. This is Tempai. What's the weight? 3 man is the weight. Oh, that's a 3 man. Probably doesn't come out here, but maybe if it doesn't like South. Okay, South gets discarded for now. Oh, and the full straight is broken for maximum efficiency. 7 man in, 7 man out, so the weight stays the same on 3 man. Still Okubo waiting. Could switch to an East tile, and she does. 3 man gets discarded. Okubo now waiting for just the east wind. But it's very sneaky. Don't think the other players can use it. Sakai, I suppose, can turn his east into a triplet, but he might not even want to do that. $79, a good fit for Fukushima. Oh, I was wondering if the Easts were going to get discarded there, but actually breaks 5, 6, 7, so interesting.
Looking dangerous.
Yeah, what a discard. Actually, oh, has the 4. I didn't realize he had just drawn the 4, so it makes a lot more sense then. That still means the Easts could definitely come out. 6, 7, 8, reach! Hamano's reach. That actually might coerce out some Easts.
I don't think so. Look at those discards for that reach. The East does not look safe to that reach.
6-9 Mon, now the wait for Okubo. She was willing to discard her East over everything else in her hand. Worked out for her. Still no Tempa here for Fukushima as he tries to keep his dealer alive.
Oh, they did come out.
Yep. Yeah, it convinced Okubo.
Okubo had to, yeah.
Yes.
I think they wouldn't have come out from Fukushima's hand.
Sanzo! But Sanzo is safe this time.
I'm sorry, from Hamano. Wait, who's... Sakai. They wouldn't have come out from Sakai's hand if Okubo hadn't discarded them. Okubo had a much shorter hand and much fewer tiles to choose from.
This is still not Tenpai. Able to add value potentially to the hand. But I think mostly just figuring out how to avoid dealing in here. Still, he's in last place. Gotta kind of push. 8-pin comes
the
right
8
back
is
out.
safe. Yeah.
Yep.
It's just trying to decide if they can discard the 7 after the 8. This looks a little bit strange with the 3-4 being discarded so early and then the 8 being kept for so long. Doesn't make the 7 look very safe.
Right. I mean, maybe he goes with the 9-pin instead, but this deals in. This deals in.
The 9-pin looks safe either, actually.
Hamano's hand. Yeah, 9-pin didn't look super great. And Fukushima stuck in the dealer seat with no option but to go forward. Ends up dealing into Hamano, who still ends up just short. Did not flip Uradora in order to overtake Okubo. Did not sumo either. That would have done it as well. But does take the win.
Yeah, able to, Hamano's able to lock in the 2nd place. So Sakai was not able to get that Mangan sumo at the end to make a comeback. We will post 0 points for this game. But man, what a Sanzo-kan.
Indeed, what a Sanzo-kan.
Is that like your dream move?
The superpower move. Sanzo is the most dangerous tile in the game. Big win for Okubo from that.
Yeah, Aokei got last place in this game, but obviously they got first place in their first game with 3 points still on the board. Kaneman, rough 2 games, last and then, or third and then last. Sorry, third and then last. Just 1 point total. You see 4 seasons with Okubo's 3rd place and then first place. Getting +4 total. Orfeu, who we saw in the first game with Tashiro, is in first place with 6 points, and also Trenders, who we haven't seen yet. I believe we haven't seen.
That's
yet,
right.
I believe we will see in the next game.
Back-to-back firsts for Trenders as well. Oh.
And that's where those earned points are going to make a difference. As a tiebreaker.
Very exciting as well. So, before we say goodbye to Jenn, we just want to announce once again that she will be there in Vegas and New York City, I believe, as well, for the
Yep, I will be in
M
both.
League World
I
Riichi
think that
Tour.
someone needs to hop over the border for New York City.
Zoom. We've got 6 M Leaguers here, as you see on top of the board there, and we have the former M Leaguer Yumi Uotani at the bottom here as well.
Yeah, first season draft.
Yes, right off the bat.
First ever world champion Hiroshi Yamai, but 6 M Leaguers is insane. And I have gotten word about some amazing. We have so there'll be goodie bags, and some of the things in that goodie bag are insanely good.
Oh,
It's an insanely goodie bag.
exciting!
I can't tell you how unique this event is going to be.
A good goodie bag. It's the good bag.
It's a greaty bag. It's a great, amazing
I like that. I like that.
I hope that I get one. I'm going to be probably doing the commentary because I want to make sure everybody gets all of the updates, and also all the people playing get to watch later as well on the VODs. So, but I hope they give me a goodie bag too, because they're the news I got yesterday is just so incredibly awesome, and I can't share it yet, but it's so awesome.
All right.
So awesome.
Well, with that, Jenn will contain her excitement as we bring in our commentator team for the final game of the day. We have
I'm
Nathanael
trying to contain
here.
my excitement. I know it doesn't sound like. I mean, it's morning and I'm sleepy, and I can't come up with the words. But you need to come to this event. It's gonna be so good. Okay.
All right.
Hi, Nathan.
Hello, I'm also trying to contain my excitement. We've got Saikyosen Team Battle. It's back again.
It is back. And it says 2026 now, and not 2006
Yes.
or 2025.
Yes.
Neither of them.
All is correct here. And of course, a world.
Also, we didn't mention, did you know that also the president of JPML, Shigekazu Moriyama, is coming to Vegas? And
I
New
just
York.
saw the announcement.
Yeah.
Who announced that? That was the secret. That was the secret special guest.
There's that's
no?
a secret special guest. Yeah.
Yeah.
On the podcast we mentioned there's a special secret guest, but they hadn't announced it yet. That was the special secret guest announcement. I think there's some more guests that we will be announcing, not from Japan, but there's so much to be announced. You thought the announcement was done? No, there's so much more. It's so good. Okay.
Keep growing.
Six auto tables to be given away. Can you imagine?
That is a
Can you
lot.
imagine 6?
A lot of
Six
auto
to be given away.
tables.
Signed by M Leaguers. Which is kind of cool.
Ooh.
Okay.
Very cool. Very
Okay.
cool.
I need more excitement from your voice. Okay, I will leave you guys to it. I'm gonna go get ready for a study session that I'm going to be running. And I thank you guys. Sorry I was late also.
All right.
I love
Good
you.
luck. Good luck
Jen.
with the studying, with the students. As we look for bringing good luck to game number 3 here. We've got Tsubasa Kihara for Aokei from the JPML. We've also got Jun Nishikawa for Sunfaro from the JPML. We've got Kansuke Sugiura for City Plus, also from the JPML. And rounding out the list, JPML member Ren Yamada from the Little Hair Salon will be our final competitor in this, the third and final game of the day.
Let's go. see 3 games from 4 seasons.
Yeah.
But it looks like they're doing 2 and 2 this time. We got 2 from 4 seasons, 2 Aokei representatives on the table.
Yeah, in the previous year, they tended to follow one team on the stream. Stream team. Follow him. This year, perhaps a different setup. Look at that big watch. It's a sports
It
watch. I
weighs you down.
wonder. Yeah, that's the first thing I thought as well for Kihara. I wonder.
Or it's a flow container.
Right. You just unscrew it a little counterclockwise when you need some luck on your next draw. It releases it.
We'll watch
into
for that,
your
that watch
fingertip.
adjustment as the game
Yeah.
goes.
We might have to ban it for illegal equipment. Performance enhancing watch. It's a pew.
As is not bad going around the table early on. Already tripled up the Red Dragon 4 skewed up.
Yeah,
I
this ain't
remember
bad. This
watching
ain't bad.
last season.
5 pairs. But also 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Be interesting to see which way Yamada goes with that hand. Maybe just whichever way the tiles give him from the wall. 3 dragons now, but not enough for Sugiura to take that line. Oh, that's Tenpai.
Ooh.
No reach!
Not
No
Well,
Yaku, I
honestly,
think.
yeah, definitely looking for something better. 4-mon, 5-mon draws are pretty good.
Yeah, a lot
Each
of
of them.
improvements. A lot of improvements.
Enchon, not a good enough improvement.
Yeah, I think.
I might even consider that a downgrade.
Yep, I agree. I think he's looking for maybe Tanya or triplets, one of those two. 5, that's a Dora. Gets kept. Sugiura gonna lock that in. No help there.
A lot of players in Ishantan right now looking to see who our first Riichi will be. This land also technically improving to Ishantan, although the shape's a bit weak despite the 2 Dora. Nishikawa would like to resolve maybe a 4-mon or 7-mon, and then those shapes look really good. You see the one so kind of separated as if to say, Tanya is the plan for the hand.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
1, 2, 3 turns, but eventually Yamada gets the Tenpai down with the reach.
Yeah, because both Tanya and Ipeiko, definitely that bonus 2 Han worth the wait.
That's right. 3-4 pin. Interesting. Interesting. Sugiura. Out goes the south. It is still east round. So south not a Yakuai right now.
I'm very curious to see how Nishikawa will choose to fight here. With 2 Dora, you certainly have incentive to do so.
Yeah. Doesn't quite know how awesome this Riichi hand is. Con
Ooh.
opportunity. Takes it.
Will
even into the Riichi.
Just reveal them. Could this be the Tenpai draw?
No,
No, it's the demon draw.
It looks so safe after the con as well, but there it is. Unlucky.
Fortunately for Nishikawa, no Dora reveal, no Uda reveal. So just the bare minimum there, Riichi, Tanya, and the Ipeiko twin sequences. 5,200 points exchanging hands.
That's after Okubo in the previous game did the Rinshan Kaiho on her 3 Sokan.
Got a little influenced by that.
Yeah, did not work out this time. The 2 faces of Khan.
On display.
Exactly.
Well, Nishikawa will get a chance as the dealer. Wow, pairs up the east and the south on the last couple of draws. This hand's looking pretty fast. In fact, so fast that he will cut 5 so turn 1.
Hmm. And this looks good for Sugiura as well. Maybe quick pawns. Toy toy dash all the way through.
Yamada and Kihara not necessarily as thrilled as the other two. Feels like Sugiura maybe in second place here in terms of hand speed. If Yamada could fill in some of these kanchan shapes, would be in a much better position. There's a kanchan fill for Kihara as well.
Yeah. And Ryanman. Open-ended weight fill for Nishikawa. The hands are coming through. That's a nice 8, so kind of a fill for Sugiura.
Yeah, it's awkward when you've got that triplet next to a tile, and then the tile you accept into your hand moves that triplet into the middle. So it's kind of like a pair in a sequence combo where
Right.
you're already holding one additional copy of your pair. It can lead to awkward weights in the future.
Yeah, especially when
when you're over-paired.
Sugiura has all those pairs, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
It can be fine if it's your only pair. Too many pairs and now you're waiting for it. It's tough.
No, interesting move there, actually cutting the 3 mon out of the 3, 4, 6, 8 mon shape.
Hmm.
Of course, the 8 mon is the Dora, so you have an equivalent amount of tile acceptance, although your final weight might be weak, but you get to hang on to the Dora and use it a little bit more frequently.
That's right. That's right.
Sometimes you just end up moving all the way into a flush.
Okay, 7, 7, 7, 8.
I'd say not a relevant tile to this hand. We do see the 6-0, 8-0 did leave the hand as pairs continue to be drawn.
Oh, big pawn. Big pawn. 1 away for Sugiura.
Looking for the shutdown. No door in that hand.
Oh, triplet of South. Nishikawa could go big here as Sugiura goes tempai to try and stop him.
Yeah, once your pair turns into a triplet, now the flush seems like a natural play, and you can end up with the Doratanki as well.
And Kihara not willing to discard a 6-mon, but Nishikawa willing to cut Dora for the flush. Goodbye 8-mon. Sugiura not waiting for 8-mon here, so it does pass through.
Yeah, the sequence of cuts there, 3, 4, 6, 8 mon certainly signals the shift to the rest of the table.
Right. Still no 6-mon discard for Kihara, though. His hand just not good enough for that. This is still not tempai. It's a little weird, but it does improve the shape slightly. And of course, it's got to scare Sugiura here. Yep, it scared him into not cutting any Pinzu. Oh! Yamada going to cut Pinzu, though.
Interesting move, of course. The way that she was made reveals more tiles in that area, perhaps.
Yeah, but that's what makes it even more interesting that 2-pin was discarded into that.
Right, well...
Tempai once again with Dora.
It's got a Dora this time and a better weight.
Risks it!
It's gonna jam it.
Whoo! Goes through.
Goes through. And now the 6-mon.
Yeah, that's tempai. But Sugiura takes it away with that new weight new shiny weight he made with Dora. The risk pays off cutting 7-pin there. And that's going to... Yeah, not quite the lead, but very close.
Of course, in this tournament, this situation, I love the unique score system. 3 points to first place, 2 points to second place, 1 point for the third place, and 0 for fourth. It's a placement-based game, so it leads to very interesting and exciting scenarios as the game progresses.
Yeah, the points only matter for tiebreaker.
Right. No one out of it here in this East 3 by any stretch of the imagination. East Windora, always fun in the East round.
Right. A lot of pairs, a lot of pairs. Oh, couple of pairs here for Yamada. He is the South player. East is the Dora, though.
Yeah, actually, I didn't see any East as we moved around the table, so they might be all in the wall.
Just waiting to be released. It's always the scariest, though. You have the all 4 honor Dora in the wall. When you draw one, you're so worried where the rest are. You just hope you draw the pair eventually. Yeah, Nishikawa.
Honestly, you start with none. You kind of expect at least one player out there, maybe two, to be holding one or two of the East.
Right.
You draw your copy. Uh-oh.
We'll see just how
Hopefully it
many
fits into your hands somehow.
players. Yeah, just how many players this slows up. Nishikawa going for 7 pairs here, almost for sure. That's gonna make it harder to get the South for Yamada. Yamada moving for the flush now. It's got copies of all 3 dragons. Not that many, but it's a possibility here. We don't see many dragons in other players' hands either. Sugiura's got a couple red. That's about it. And there goes one right now. He's going for the middle shape. Oh, passes the red pawn and gets rewarded. I have a feeling he's going to pawn the other red from Sugiura.
I do get that vibe. These players are all kind of building towards hands that can use the Dora. Either 7 pairs can use the Dora, a flush can use it.
Oh!
Wow!
So he can take Tempai with, he's 1 away, but would have to lose that. The last dragon, I think it's the white dragon that he's only got 1 copy of.
We'll see if he manages to draw one before the second tune comes out.
Yeah.
Not here. Kihara has actually been greeting this Itsu, the straight 1 through 9 in the Monzu for quite a while. Had held that 1 Mon in anticipation. Did end up finding
6, 7, 8. I think this is where it happens. Is it called? It is called. Is he going to play the greedy side? No. Tenpai. 8-pin weight.
With the 8-pin being twice cut, maybe there's some small consideration.
Oh, it pairs up the South. Nishikawa paired up the South. That's going to be so hard to get. So Yamada really probably stuck on the 8-pin weight other than the open-ended improvements in Pinzu, maybe. Like a 5-8 or 4-7 or something.
Certainly.
Triplet. Gonna keep it.
Yep. See so. 9-pin goes. Isha-10 for Sugiura as well with a really nice looking hand.
Yep. Not using the extra 6.
He could call the hand in theory to shut down the flush threat. Oh, Haku, too late.
Yep. Already been discarded. Okay, locking in pairs now. Triplet is discarded. Oh, able to change the weight here. Does not want to.
Likes the look of the 8-pin by...
It's technically Tempai here as well. No Riichi, but Kihara takes Tempai.
Gotta prove that weight later. That green dragon held. Missing, absent from the board. Definitely a scary push. 4-7 mod now. Will not take that either.
Much tougher decision now. As we move closer to the end, I mean, we've barely seen the Dora. And there it is!
And there's the reach.
Oh my. Riichi waiting on
Honestly,
Dora.
If you knew there were 3 more copies in the wall, you'd be thrilled to slam this. But
Right.
kind of expecting that the flush player is holding it.
This is crazy. Dora showing up at the very end here.
Nishikawa out, Sugiura out. The player that's fighting against a flush must have value worth fighting for.
Okay, switches to 3-pin. Wait, that's a 1-pin. That's a 3-pin, but it's not being
That will be
discarded.
kept. Ooh, another switch available.
Takes it.
We know the South is locked up, and the 2-pin has come out before. 2-pin has been discarded already. Just the one time.
What will it be?
Oh, sorry, 2 times. So this weight has no tiles. In the end, the East's just missing.
Yeah, 3 copies of the East in the dead wall. And the last tile only showed up super close to the end. That's a crazy hand.
It's not going to be until I review the game that I realize that I had to say, everyone respected my Riichi. They drew the East and folded. Understandable.
The Easts are nowhere to be found. Nobody knows where they are. They just know there was only one in the Riichi player's hand because they flipped over for template.
That will send us forward East 4 now. The
East
dealership
4
of Yamada. 3 Mondora. And paired up for the dealer, although 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 pin. Awkward.
Yes. The odds are generally worse than the evens. But both are bad to have.
Rest of the hand filling out nicely. 2, 3, 4, so completed. Need to draw some pin tiles to give it clarity. Even if they're pairs of the 3, 5, or 7 pin, you could even consider just playing for Takizawa, opening the hand quickly. Instead, it's a pair of the 1 month, so forget that.
Pair of Easts here, though. It is still East 4.
Considers the straight possibilities and says, I'm likelier to finish elsewhere.
Right. Getting a pair of Easts here.
It is okay to give up on the potential Yaku if you acknowledge that it was there. Or had a small chance of being there at least.
Now it goes the north.
Nishikawa really not satisfied with the hand state. Rebuild it and hope for some good draws. Maybe even just prevent someone from being able to call the East at this point. 5, 6, 7 Sanchoku potential. Stronger Shanten after that 5-mon draw.
That's a good draw. We're gonna see a temp by Reach. Sugiura. Just missing the 3 Mondora.
Yeah, I got the wrong side, but that's okay. Nietzsche applies pressure, and we'll see how Yamada replies as the dealer with 2 Dora.
Yeah.
1 pin start.
Should be enough to put Sugiura in first place on any win here.
So 3 pin out. Still, the hand is pretty far away from being able to push easily.
Oh, another pair. That's the temp. No, 6-7. It's not 7-7. I thought it was 6-7. And actually gonna step back a bit. So back to 4 pairs.
Don't want to really drop 2 mon or 4 mon there.
Pretty dangerous stuff.
I guess 2 mon Gebutsu, but 4 mon not so. Ah. I've seen a couple times now that wait 3 turns gives you the upgrade.
Is that the new wait 1 turn is wait 3 turns? That's a long
Even the
time.
Dora. Yeah, in this instance, certainly, previously it was wait for not only the 1 Han upgrade, but also 2 Han upgrades were available. Not just the Dora draw, but also we got the Taiyo Ipeko.
That was a really
we-
big improvement.
This instance, though, it's really just the Dora that helps you out. It's technically the 6 so as well will give you Taiyo.
Yes, that's correct. Trying to visualize it in my head as we go around the board. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, they're blitzing the moves out now. We barely get a chance to peek at the hands, but understandable. I mean, these players are very strong defensively, and it's very hard to push here. Keeps getting tempted, though. Kihara finds tiles that fit into the hand. So you
Yeah,
can end up getting to a Tempai. Oh, not before Sugiura finds Tsumo.
not bad. And that's an Uradora as well. So even better. Reach Sumo Pinfu 1 Ura. Looks like 1300, 2600 plus the bonus.
Collecting those sticks as well.
Not bad at all.
Sugiura, 37.5.
And that means it's a south round. Sugiura in the lead now. Kihara has been pretty quiet this entire game, but quietly making points. he's in second place here. Yamada in
This
third.
is the time.
Yep, and
Your second dealership, had to grab that watch, give it a twist.
see what that watch can do. Here we go.
So far, the Hype-Eye looking pretty good.
Yep. It's time to release the power.
Collection Manzu for Yamada. 3 pairs for Nishikawa. 1 so, 1 so, 9 so, 9 so is going to be intriguing. The 3-pin, of course, connects to the 4-pin Dora. Might end up cutting one of those pairs in the future.
There is a pair of green dragons. That's not bad at all.
Or alternatively, draw a triplet. That solves all your problems.
No doubt.
I get worried as I see the first one so discarded, but then the second one fits into your hand. Works perfectly. Oh, and the 9 so as well.
Woo! I mean,
What did I ever doubt?
as when you see 1s and 9s, you start thinking 9 gates, but the rest of the hand is completely missing. The rest of the inside tiles are all gone. So not quite 9 gates, but maybe there's some value there.
That could be an outside type hand. We did see the 5 mon discarded. Ooh, and the 2-pin connector.
Yeah, I think that's what Nishikawa is going for here.
Sancho Kajun-chan would be fantastic.
That's right.
Just need 1 pin, 2 so, 1 mon. An alternative pair acquired.
It's still not Tempai, but it's pretty good.
Question is, how much do you value drawing around this 5 mon?
Right.
You are Ishanten cutting the 5 mon for Tempai, but you can hang on to it a little bit. Now I'll just take the Tempai with Dora 1.
Yeah, Sugiura just getting more points to try and end the game. Less about the points, more about the speed of the game moving forward. What is the decision here? Very hard to make mixed triples, mixed sequence now.
Really 1 so is the path, but it's inefficient. So
yeah, it seemed like he was thinking about 9 so for a little bit as well to really try and keep it hedged.
Ooh, 6-pin that connects to your Dora, accepting shape.
Solid, solid. 7-pin, not so great here. Yeah, just gets discarded.
Of course, the players have to consider the fact that Sugiura has opened and also in a position to shut down the table. Oh, Khan!
Oh, if he lets it go. Okay.
Feeling the east.
He
7-7
did make
no-go.
the con. Because if he had let that tile go, it almost looked like Sugiura wanted to roam it. When he just one copy of the 9-so came out on the side. I was like, huh? That's my winning tile. But it was a con.
Tenpai, not the expensive side, but allows you to Tsumotodora without losing Junjan anyway, so...
Yeah,
Clever Riichi.
also has the con for extra Uradora. Putting that together
Right?
means Sugiura is gonna fold, at least for now.
We'll see cheat into Ishantam. Got also a lot of food there. Ooh, could pawn. 8-so, not a bad tile here.
Let's
Just
it
not
through.
willing to give up 2 safe tiles. That's interesting. The 3-mon was Gembutsu. It had just come out a moment ago.
Hmm.
Well, I guess this
A lot of
8-so
what
actually came
ifs.
previously
Yeah.
because the 3-mon was the discard that got cheated.
This is technically Tenpai. Doesn't take it though, a little too dangerous. When a Riichi player has a con as well, always a huge threat. This time they actually have no other Yaku, but you never know what they could flip.
Kihara can see all of the 7-sos. Oh, what the sumo with the Dora?
Ooh, big one. Finds Ura as well.
Yeah, this is going to be all you need with the Ura and the Khan. Popping the value as well. Kiriage.
Solid win,
Actually,
solid win.
4-on straight.
Hmm.
Each Tsumodora Ura. Loads of foo.
Loads. It was Con City.
All right, well, that's troubling news for Kihara, who had to take the Oyakabuni penalty there. Still not out of it, though. Sugiura only at 35-5.
Yeah, this
In
game
first
is
place.
still extremely close. But the triplet of Green Dragon for Nishikawa to open up his dealer turn is going to be very strong.
Oh, what a fun collection of pairs for Yamada.
Gotta
That was the White
catch.
Dragon and the West, right?
Hmm. 6, 7, 8 here for Sugiura. There's
On
White
the
Dragon
north, only
and North.
Singleton of the West. The West seat would be ideal.
Yeah.
Pull that in.
Kihara still holding his White Dragon. He might actually go for a flush here.
Definitely one of those hands that you can easily swing into Quincy territory. Sugiura, though, a really natural looking hand.
Yes. Yamada's hand looking pretty good too. Oh, maybe it's time? It's not time. Let it through.
Yeah, might let the first one go because of the pair draw. Now it's Chitoi ideas.
Oh,
right,
flush time.
We're back on track. Back on track now.
Flush time.
Who are we cheering for so far? Well, it's just the first series. We have seen Team Aokei in the last game, as well as Sunfaro playing in
Oh, Dora!
the first
Dora
game.
3!
Oh my. With the
Nishikawa's
concealed
dealer.
triplet?
Yep, Nishikawa's dealer as well. This is big. This is what you don't want to happen when you sheepishly discard Dora near the end of the first row. You're like, oh, no.
Suddenly you feel a great weight of responsibility
Yeah.
to win your hand before the dealer wins 12,000. The rest of the table shooting side-eye glances your direction.
Oh, there it goes.
There it is.
It works out. The Dora discard pays off for Sugiura. Sumo Tanya looks like, because there wasn't a Riichi.
That's right.
Yeah,
Not enough to bump it up either.
It's kind of wild. You have
Exactly.
you have two Ankos and you can't make 12 fu out of it. It just
But mission accomplished for
Yes.
Sugiura. The dealership ends, his lead maintained. Team City Plus had a great showing in our last year's broadcast. All season long was doing extremely well. Made it into the playoffs. It would be exciting to see them continue that that trend. Six-man Dora. Hello, Dora 3. Once again, Nishikawa with the big hand potential. We'll see if Sugiura can shut it down again. This time not looking so promising.
Yeah, I suppose Sugiura doesn't have to discard the Dora this time. Nishikawa just happened to draw them all. I wonder Nishikawa would con Dora here. I do think he has Yaku, but would lose the Riichi possibility, of course.
Yeah, I'm guessing not. This position, Mongon Sumo will still take over first place.
Triplet of West for Sugiura. Not a Yakuhai, but still quite useful.
Yeah, this time with the double south pair and the white dragon pair. So tons of value in the honor tiles. Unfortunately, for both Yamada and Nishikawa, Mochi Mochi, Haku, the white dragon, locked up in two different hands.
There's the greens as well for Yamada now.
Green dragon once discarded already by Kihara. Still one remains.
Oh. 2-3 pin. Now it goes red.
Wow, we're going to see a telling sequence of Monzera pretty soon. 4 Mon, 3 Mon, just as the 2 Mon was drawn.
Nine Mon out. This is Tenpai. No Riichi. Can only win on the white dragon. Maybe looking for better weight.
Kind of intriguing. If you draw 5 Mon or 7 Mon, will you reach you with the Shabo? Will you cut the door and reach you with the Peiko chance?
Yeah, I suppose Nishikawa doesn't expect the last Dora to be coming out, but it would be a really big sting if it comes out and he can't win on it. Like how Sugiura dropped the Dora last time. I wonder if he would pawn the Dora if it came out. Just go for Tanya.
That is an interesting idea.
Yeah.
Maybe even considered it when he drew the 6-0 and then this 8-pin as well.
Right.
I do like sniping a dragon if it filters out of someone's hand. Especially if you're reading a flush, there's a chance they have it paired up, but also there's a chance that they're just holding it as a singleton and then it will fall out of their hand.
Right. Of course, we know since basically the very beginning, it was Mochi Mochi pair locked. Oh, looks like a flush for Yamada now, cutting a nice Ryanman, a nice open-ended weight.
Oh, here's the backfire. Could have been 4 so 7 so Tanyao Pinshu. Potential Ippei Kodora 3. Gave a decent amount of thought on making the switch as well.
Yeah, triplet. Big.
Lots of tiles to Tempai now. We got the 4-6-8 pin shape.
Oh, that's a better weight, but no, still no. I guess don't want to lose Dora. Could also have gone 7-mon and I mean 7-mon is one more tile for the triplet weight, the Shabo. Still didn't want it though.
Yes,
okay, this is 6-9 and still no Riichi. Still only waiting for a white dragon. A lot of 9s on the board. That might be part of it. And of course, he's holding a lot of 6s.
Yeah, this is really a lot of faith in the white dragon just falling out. But at this late stage, I start to wonder. We have seen pin tile overflow as well.
Yeah, I wonder if it's partially a defensive move to defend against all these flushes. It looks like 2 players could be going for flush. Whoa, Riichi, 5-8 pin weight for Kihara. No Dora though.
No fear.
Is it time for counter reach now that reach is on the table?
I feel like it might be.
Not
almost
very
nothing
many
to lose
6-9-mon weights, but here it is. Oikakeritsu.
And now the dealer, likely to just get out, find the 2 so safe.
I don't know. Sugiura might discard 9-mon because of all the flushes on the table.
Yeah,
could end up getting it.
3. Hunkered up in hand, 7 pin goes through.
That's true. There are 3 Wests here, but I don't think they've been discarded to the board at all. Like it's not even a 1 chance. With the flushes, the Wests might also deal in. It'll be interesting to see.
9 pin.
Yes.
Safe to the 2 Riichi players, but not safe to the flushed. Not a believer that the flush can win on it though.
There's a West, so that is going to give him a pretty easy job if he really just wants to fold. Will Sugiura? Yep, Sugiura is going to take that freebie and get away. This is Tempai. The flush made
just got
it.
there at the very last draw.
Flush made it at the very end to collect some of those sweet no 10 payment points.
Yeah, and this was Sugiura, who was the only player not Tempai. He will lose 3,000 total, a 4,000 point exchange with each of the players. Although Kihara and Nishikawa both leave a Riichi stick in the middle of the table, so they don't quite get the same sort of benefit that Yamada does. But I just want to shout out also, a little earlier in the hand, considered holding a 1 pin and dropping the 6 pin for maybe Chitoi draws, but decided he liked the 5 pin better, and that's why he got the Tempai.
Yeah, definitely solid decision making there. A little bit of luck too. Sometimes you just draw the backfire, but worked out there for some big Tempai points because the score is so close. Actually getting the Tempai instead of having to pay out there is huge. When all that matters is really the placement. A couple thousand points is going to be the difference between getting a 3 or a 2, or maybe even between a 3 and a 0. Might just be a couple thousand points this game.
And this is what makes this format so much fun. In this hand, this singular hand, anyone could pick up 3 points. They could pick up 0 points. I guess Sugiura unlikely to pick up 0 as long as he folds. Probably at least going to get 2 here, but if he tries to confirm his win, it opens up the hand a little bit, could get himself in a vulnerable position. So we'll see how things develop, especially with the 2 Riichi sticks in the Honba. Honestly, the types of hands that players need to hit their mark isn't that expensive.
Right. Here's a pair of West for Nishikawa. Sugiura also finishes an open-ended shape. And then another open-ended shape finish now for Yamada. So last. Oh, another finished now for Kihara. It looks like everyone's getting tiles. We are moving quickly in this South 4, this all last hand of game number 3.
Slight improvement, 2-2-3 pin now for Yamada. Can play towards the Taiyo. Everyone kind of realizing that Dora, not a necessity here. We have 2 discarded already.
Right. Very early.
Including from Sugiura, who definitely doesn't need the Dora.
That's for sure. Extra points. Not going to do too much in the long run.
Most importantly is making sure that you end this game in first.
Right.
Worry about tie break points later.
No need to worry about tiebreaker if you're not tied. And that's the philosophy. You go by triplet of West, but no pair.
That's the Yakuhai, though. Seat wind for Nishikawa.
Yep. If he wants to go for first, he's going to need a little more than that, especially because of all the discarded Dora.
And pairs are easy to find, right? Right?
Excuse me? Oh, maybe you're right, though. 3-pin shows up. No, but Yamada doesn't want it, at least. Big call.
Too many pairs.
Yeah,
okay,
big.
Takizawa play. Ooh, wait, this is kind of out there.
This is enough for second, I think. Even a direct hit off Sugiura shouldn't overtake. But it's
definitely
enough. Yeah, enough for second on a sumo. Maybe not on a run of the other 2 players, but I mean, at least it still gets him out of third.
I seem to remember ties being broken by seat placement, so Kihara should break a tie with Nishikawa, even if he hits.
Right. Exactly.
Which shape to keep? Naturally, the one that has Sancho potential, at least in my mind.
Oh yes, the extra Homba, giving the 300. Yep. And the lineup exactly at 29,400.
It's a tough Takizawa, though, when you have 2 shapes that
yes.
Could accept a terminal as well.
Well, 1 away for Sugiura, trying to put the flag on the end of this game. Put his stamp. Nishikawa. What a tile to draw.
Basically, the shapes are locked, just deciding which tile is the safest, and keeps the Naimon around. So yeah, this is the kind of point where you have to be really careful. You definitely do not want to deal into some Dama that just ends the game. And we're getting to the end of the second row. That's kind of where these hands could happen. We have a Riichi Takizawa waiting on the 4-pin. We will have the Chi, though. Of course, could have also taken 3-5 and avoided that issue, but plays the safe 8 this way. And now holds a temp by for the 6-pin.
Yep, we've got a battle.
Katagani. Oh, this is a tough spot. Nishikawa has a hand if you can jam.
Yeah, he's frozen in time there deciding because he's still not even tempai, unfortunately.
Manages to play out the 1-pin. Ishantam.
I have to remember to put the tile sideways for the Riichi even after the call. Another 1 does not bring him to tempai.
Nishikawa really, rather Kihara really fighting here with the 5-mon push. Nishikawa as well. 9-mon out.
Yeah, it is a dealer's Riichi though. Basically, every player knows if they deal into dealer's Riichi, that's probably 4th place.
Yeah, tough spot. Sugiura had the Tempai, said, I cannot push this one. Wants to see it go to another hand. Maybe have someone else clear the one first. Oh, but the 6-pin. The Taiyo, Tsumo, Kihara, and the Riichi stick as well from Yamada will increase the value so that there is no longer a tie scenario.
Yep, don't even
Definitely
have to worry
confirms.
about it. 2nd place.
Wow, what an aggressive play. The decision earlier to angle towards that 6-pin draw and found it in the end. Sugiura will confirm the 1st place. They'll earn 3 points for Team City Plus. In 2nd place, Kihara, after that fantastic Tainyo play, Nishikawa fought hard, could not make it, and Yamada took the Tempai, gave it all he could, and could not find the winner in the end. We'll take the 4th place. What an exciting game.
That was a crazy finish, South 4. Atozuke, one-sided weights. Riichi, dealer Riichis. It looked like it was going to a draw, but the one tile there, the one necessary tile for Kihara. 6-pin.
This is why I love the Saikyosen Team Battle. It's got these finishes all the time. Just about every game. You're not only playing for the 1st place, even if someone's running away with it, jumping position to 2nd, jumping position to 3rd is always leads to intense matchups when you don't necessarily care so much about taking a bad 4th place. You can really go for it. You can really send it all.
Right. And so as we see here, after game 2, every team was at least on the board. None of the teams had 0 points. But after game 3, Trenders back-to-back wins. They are at the top with 9 points. 4 seasons. We saw them in the first 2 games. They were not on stream for the 3rd game. Looks like they got another solid score, bringing them up to 7 for 2nd place. Real Partner got 6 points, and Orfeu at 6 points as well. So, with that being said, that is today's broadcast. As a reminder, the M League and World Riichi Tour 2026 US Tour is happening. The big tournament is in Las Vegas, and then there will be fan meetings and exhibition matches in New York City on the 29th and the 30th. Get to meet and greet with your favorite M Leaguers on screen here, as well as WRC staff and representatives like Uotani, who played for WRC and was formerly in M League, played for WRC in the Sankei Shimbun Cup. We have Hiroshi Yamai, the first winner. Of course, we have Jenn, who's been streaming with us, and Ryoi Hirano, who's been a member of the JPML for a long time and a staple of the New York Mahjong community. So that is going to be very exciting. Most recent announcement, not on the board yet, is Moriyama Kaicho, the president of JPML, is coming out to the US for this event. So that's going to be super exciting as well.
Announcement just came out. It seems like every week we're getting a new reason to visit Las Vegas or New York and participate in the event. So signups are still up.
That's right. And with that, from all of us here at the booth, we've got Nathanael, we've got myself, Jeremy, Tipzntrix. We had Jenn and Chiral earlier today. The next stream is more Saikyosen Team Battle tomorrow. So, thanks for watching. Have a good day, night, wherever you are. We will see you back soon.